This is Gary von Gerslauer, and welcome to the Corkscrew of Love, the one and only game show where we turn roller coasters into romance. Let's welcome to the show CEO of Six Flags and all-around cheap-ass bitch, Jim Reed Anderson.
Hello, I'm very excited to be here today.
So, Jim, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been the CEO of Six Flags for 16 years now. I transformed what was a steaming pile of dog shit into a gold-plated steaming pile of dog shit. And I've also been a practicing and proud coaster sexual since 1996.
Well, it's a good thing you like roller coasters so much because we have 3 exciting possible coaster companions here today. Let's meet our first contestant. Hailing from the home of Swiss Miss Hot Chocolate and Holy Cheeses, we have Intamin.
That's right, motherfuckers. I'm Intamin. I'm that hot shit your mom has rode, yeah? I'm tallest, biggest, baddest, most daring coaster in building. And we don't usually do indoor coaster. I wear our sunglasses at night, yeah? Intense motherfuck, yeah?
Well, alrighty then. You might recognize contestant number 2 since you two are practically neighbors. Please welcome our second Swiss mistress, Bowling Nard and Malishbard. Bollywood and Magmar. Bollingwood and Malignant Tard.
Bollinger and Mabiard, you insolent fool. You're right, suck like your mom sucks my penises last night. If you look at the first quarter of the 1988 fiscal year, you will actually see we branched off from the Intamin Company at that time. So you can go suck your own penises, Mom.
Gentlemen, let's leave the penis sucking for after the show. So, bowling garts and mal billiards, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
It's Bollinger and Mabiard, and I am quite simply the best. I'm dependable, I am efficient, and I am predictable in bed. My favorite position is the old gatekeeper heave-ho, and I like to finish him off with a little bit of backdoor Batman action.
That's so weird. Now, our third guest is a classic coaster that I'm sure many of you have gotten to ride. We've got the one who started it all, the king of the 1980s, and perhaps the king of your heart, Aerodynamics.
What? Where's Vanna White? What's going on? Where am I?
It's okay, Aero. You're on Corkscrew of Love.
Corkscrew? Oh yeah, I made those. I made all that shit.
The question is, Aero, can you make Jim Reed Anderson's heart flip for you now that you've come out of retirement?
No, no more flips. That ex of mine put me out of business once already.
And those are our 3 amazing contestants. Jim, I think you have a very tough decision ahead of you tonight. So let's get right to it. Mr. Anderson, what is your first question?
Contestants, if you were going to design a new element to impress me, what would you call that element, and what would it do?
I would design a vertical loop. We do not need to innovate because what we have is already the most impressive. Innovation leads to downtimes and mechanical failures. But if you want something a little more exciting, we could consider a cobra roll with a trim brake. Oh, you is so old, sauces. Where did you get that idea? Jerking off Anton Schwarzkopf in primary school? Huh? I would build a 500-foot launching, vibrating tower looping into ecstasy. Much like my penises, yeah.
Oops, I made those too. Hey, who took my pudding?
Oh yeah, pudding. You guys really seem to know how to please a man.
If you say so. Question 2, for God's sakes.
Well, contestants, if you were gonna take me on an exotic location for a date, where would you take me?
Well, I would take you to America, but Trump won't let me back in, yeah. These days, I only go to China. America is too painful now that Universal killed my children.
Oh, well, I take you to Disneyland. They give me the senior discount, and then we go home for some pudding and a nap.
Oh yeah, I do like that pudding.
Jello, hell no! It's time for your final question.
Contestants, everyone loves a nice still coaster, but right now, wood is in. Now how would you give me a nice woody?
Yeah, I haven't fucked into that shit since 2008. I'm not quite sure I understand. You mean like that stuff we ship our parts in?
Where the fuck's my pudding?
Well, there you have it, folks. Now, Jim, you have a tough decision to make. Who will it be? Will it be contestant 1, the dangerous and exciting Intamin? Or will it be contestant 2, the dependable and practical B&M? Or will it be contestant 3, the wise and very pudding-obsessed aerodynamics?
Well, I think I'm just gonna go with another RMC.
Oh, come on!
Oh, you found my pudding!
Thank you for your time.
Well, there you have it, folks. RMC takes the prize again.
Really?
Tune in next week when special guest Tony Clark picks a coaster companion for Cedar Point. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I am Gary Von Gerslauer, and you just rode Corkscrew of Love.
And don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
Oh, just shut the fuck up already.
Ride This One Podcast. If you want family friendly, go listen to Coaster fucking Radio.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Wait. Hold the fucking phone. Ride This One Podcast, you're going to put Michael Muldoon on the show. M Squared, that is your guest today. You'd be better off having nobody on the show again. I'm sure Gare Bear could go roll up on Grindr and find someone who would be more appropriate for this show than M Squared. Let me tell you about him. Him and I actually went to college together at the University of Central Florida. Go Knights, charge on. So I happen to know a lot about Michael, and I can't wait to share some of my favorite Michael stories with you guys. Alright, first of all, don't try to go to a theme park road trip with him. If you do, he is going to spend 3 days beforehand packing your car with all of the stuff, because you're definitely taking your car, and he's going to pack ice and drinks and all of this stuff because he needs his beverages. But that means he's also going to have to pee a lot. So every 15-20 minutes you got to go to the rest stop and go to the bathroom. And don't let him drive. If he does happen to drive, you're going to learn what the shoulder is for. So every lane of traffic is too fast for him, so he drives in the shoulder so that way he can go about 15 miles an hour below the minimum speed requirement. So it takes him absolutely fucking forever to get anywhere. Drive from Texas to Orlando took him 4 days. 4 days where each night he had to stop and get a hotel. I mean, not just any hotel. He needs to stay at a Marriott property. And he's got to be there before sunset, which is a little easier in the summertime. Can you imagine him driving in the wintertime, especially those people up in the New England states where it's dark by like 3:45, 4:30? Like, he only has like 4 hours of prime driving time before it's time for him to hit the hay. So those are some fun stories. I gotta say, I don't even know how you guys know him. In fact, I don't even know how the world knows him. The only reason I can think of is because I was making fun of Michael on Twitter, and that just led to other people also making fun of Michael on Twitter. Some of the greatest things we have to make fun of him for is his theme park food habits. So you don't ever have to worry about eating your food, because if it has any sort of sauce on it, he's totally out. So the only things that really are worth his time are like chicken fingers, mac and cheese, grilled cheese sandwich, something like that. Any sauce? Absolutely not. You should ask him about his SeaWorld dining plan. Then we bought one of those. I think he's used it like 4 times total. So many times I've used it this fucking week. This week I've used it 4 times. And here he's used it about 4 times total. Other than that, I don't really have too many good stories about Michael. So I guess he's going to share all of that with you. hopefully he doesn't make all of you really uncomfortable and cringe. And if he does, it'll probably make more entertaining podcast. So congratulations on your lowest viewed podcast ever, because nobody is going to give a flying fuck about M squared. But at the end of the day, it's all good because nobody really gives a flying fuck about Ride This One podcast anyway.
Welcome back. You are at episode 19. You guys thought we were gone. Nope, you're wrong. Congratulations. Welcome. You've got one more episode of the best theme park podcast. That's right. I said the best because you know what? I can lay claim to that. Why not? Ride This One podcast, episode 19.
The best, most offensive podcast in the United States. Yes.
Absolutely. And guess what? We're not going to give you guys the ability to tell us what you think. No, we just do what we want. Fuck you guys and your surveys and shit. I don't care what you want to hear.
And the best is subjective anyways.
Exactly.
If you knew what we were into, what we call the best anyways.
Yeah. Well, you know, we are not alone, as our dear friend Drew the intern told us. Today
Absolutely.
We have a lovely guest, M squared. How are you?
Hey guys, thanks for having me on. I'm doing great.
Now, our listeners can't see this right now, but Michael, M squared here, he is the first person who's come on our show who looks like he is auditioning for, like, America's Got Talent or something. Because, like, shit you not, he's sitting there with a handheld microphone, okay? So
Is that one of those rock band ones? Did Drew actually lend you his microphone?
No, I actually bought it last year for a media day at a theme park, and it's been under my bed ever since. And then I brought it out to test it, and I tried it with and without the microphone, and it sounded better with, so I figured I'd use it today.
So how many dildos did you have to pull out before you found the mic? I mean, that's the real question.
None.
Oh, bullshit.
He keeps those in a different drawer. Those are in the bedside.
You don't want to sniff the microphone, you know. Maybe it's a dual purpose. Anything's a dildo if you're adventurous enough, right?
It's
Just
true.
ask my sister about the fun she had with a carrot when she was young.
Oh, gosh. I bet your sister wishes you never mentioned that on the show.
Well, you know, it's her own damn fault.
She shoved a
Poor
carrot
Frosty.
up there.
I understand she was a little horny in the snow, but, you know, he had a face. He had feelings, too.
Winter is coming.
I don't think Frosty came, though.
Finally.
Yeah, right, exactly. It doesn't feel like it, though. It feels like it's still summer. At least here in Tennessee, it does.
Yeah, it still feels like it over here, too. We're about to get a heat wave, like, right before haunt season. I'm kind of pissed off about it, but whatever.
It's
sorry.
really hot.
We'll
Hey,
be
at least you
sweating
don't-
through
at
the
least you
mazes.
At least you don't have a bunch of water like our M squared, right?
Oh, is it going to be pouring out there?
It is so hot in Florida right now. It's just burning. Like I've been going to Halloween Horror Nights. I've been 3 times so far.
Wow.
And I'm sweltering. It's hot outside. It's not scary when the sun's out, first of all. They need to start it later and end it later. But
Yeah.
it is so hot outside, and a lot of the water from the hurricane has gone away.
Good.
And
Yay.
it hasn't rained like a week too.
Well, that's definitely good. You know, it's funny. I think it really is hot everywhere. I walked out of work yesterday. It was 102 degrees.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Missouri fucking sucks. Okay?
Yeah.
The only good thing about it is Silver Dollar City. Everything else can just burn to the fucking ground.
Speaking of which, have you been to peek at Time Traveler recently?
You know, I haven't. I'm actually thinking I might run up there tomorrow, but they've finished building the actual track. It's all done.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
So, it looks good. You know, I still think it's going to make me sick. You know, it's like a lot of the guys I've dated. Pretty, but they made me sick. That makes me sound diseased.
So normal. So basically
Fuck
normal,
you.
right?
Yes, basically.
No, you'd like it too much.
Well, you know. So, Michael, I figure we'll start here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? First of all, that nickname, M squared, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, I need to know why are we having some math crap going on in my theme park podcast? What's up?
All right, well, my name is Michael, and my last name begins with an M also, so that's where the M squared comes from. And there's a lot of Michaels in the industry as well, so normally I just go by my last name at times.
The industry.
Yeah. What industry?
Gay porn.
Okay. So congratulations, you're our first gay porn actor. Well done. How's that feel?
It feels awesome. I do have Twitter. I actually work for a website called wildgravitytravels.com.
Oh, you're with Wild Gravity Travels?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Since this last June, our owners actually moved to Ohio. So when they moved to Ohio in June, they recruited a couple more people. I worked for another website for about a year and a half. But then Wild Gravity asked me to go to them, and I've been great friends with them, and I figured why not. And our owner, Jim, he covers Cedar Point all the time. I think he's covered RMC Mean Streak more than anybody else.
Oh, that's so cool. I love Jim and Brett, right?
Yeah.
I love that they're still doing it, too. They came on Park Fanatic a long time ago. Well, Brett didn't, just Jim. But
Jim's been involved with it a long time too.
So when you say they came on Park Fanatic, so did they come on your chest or your face?
No, that was when they visited actually, and we took a tour of Long Beach.
It was one of those nice family-friendly podcasts, so they just came in their pants, so you couldn't really see and realize it.
No, we made like the family-friendly shit, and then we went drinking after, and that's when all the debauchery started to happen,
Drinking after. Ugh,
I know.
That's so stupid.
I know.
Why not drinking during?
That's
Come
a
on.
great point.
Get your shit together.
I need to get
I
a
am
drink.
not drinking today because, again, I am on meth, so I cannot drink.
Why are you does it even work? Is it working for you at all?
I have lost 20 pounds
Holy
in
shit.
2 weeks.
Wow, cool.
Wow.
Congrats.
Damn.
And I am eating, for anyone who's like, what the fuck is he doing? I'm just so fat right now that my body's like, please leave. So, yeah.
He still can't buckle his seatbelt.
Actually, I'm getting a lot closer, just so you know, but no, I
Nice.
still can't. But eventually. But you know what? There's also a lot of news we have to cover.
Is there really?
There actually is.
Wait, we're
not
gonna
as
go
much
back
as
to
last
news.
time.
What? Hopefully, we don't turn into last time. Please tell me we're not going to
no.
into as much news as last time.
Oh gosh, I was so deprived of dick by the end of that episode. I didn't know. So, first thing I want to talk about a bit here is, besides the fact that I am terribly sober right now, is IMG Worlds of Adventure. Now, does anybody really... I mean, that's a park in Dubai. Have you all heard of them?
No.
I've never heard of them.
Dubai.
Okay. They are the newest park out there. They lots of IP, so they're kind of like a Universal ripoff in a way.
Well, IMG is a movie company, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they also own a lot of rights to like Cartoon Network stuff and a few other things. So it's a huge park that they just built, and they're about to start a second park out there as well. But they've just announced that they have plans to go international.
Ooh. So international from Dubai.
Yeah.
Where are they talking about going international to?
Well, knowing our fucking luck, it would be China.
Of course. Why would it come to the U.S.?
Yeah,
Probably.
who knows why?
What about maybe somewhere in the UK or Europe?
I mean, that's possible, but I don't know why. I just don't see them going there for some reason. For sure. But, I mean, anything's possible. I just thought it was interesting, but we'll see if it even happens.
I want to say Asia because I learned that Asia is becoming like the #1 theme park place of like new theme parks lately. Ever since they got Shanghai Disneyland, I actually learned that when I went to theme park management school in Orlando at UCF.
It's very true. Just ask B&M, who hasn't built anything in the U.S. for 2 years.
Right?
No, because they're too busy building shit outside of the U.S.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of B&M, I rode Valraven in August. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Shut the fuck up, you whore.
It's not my fault that the only coaster you've done is Mean Streak at Cedar Point.
That's going to change, but the only good thing about Valraven is its color scheme. The only good thing.
Color scheme was not my favorite. I rode it at night the first time, and the lighting on it at night when you go down the first drop was outstanding.
I don't trust anybody who doesn't eat sauce.
Shut up.
What? What does that qualify?
I am a very, very selective eater. If you just look at my Twitter, all I eat is grilled cheese. I have it almost every day.
Okay.
And plain pasta. Plain pasta with no sauce.
No, with butter.
Oh, with butter. Butter noodles. How are you not fat as fuck?
That is a good question. I am so skinny. I've tried to gain weight, and I just cannot.
I'm right there with you. I mean...
I fucking hate both of you.
I do too. Fuck y'all.
Sorry.
I eat a fucking whole cake and it all goes to my hips. Why am I fat? No.
I eat potatoes with butter. Salad's fine, but yeah, I don't eat.
Well,
I don't eat anything
salad's
with.
fine, I guess.
Well, I have that with dressing, but I don't eat
have
French
to.
fries with sauce. Chicken nuggets, I eat that plain. I'm not a sauce person. I just eat it the way it is, just plain.
Bullshit. You gargle that cum like no one's business.
Sauce is the best part. And I'm not talking about what Slater's talking about. I guess I could
yes,
be.
You are.
No,
no, seriously.
Oh no, it is.
The sauce is where it's at.
Oh,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's where all the flavor is. You know, I like my lettuce with my salad dressing. I don't like salad. I like lettuce with my salad dressing. I'm all about that.
We make a soup as if it were sauce, and we'll just drown everything in everything. You got it.
Absolutely. I'm all about that. I'm all about that sauce life.
Saucy life.
Saucy.
Saucy.
Ripping the sauce.
Need that sauce.
You know, we're talking about cool things going on and stuff in the theme park industry. Martin and Vleminic.
Yeah, good try.
Whatever.
No motherfucker can say that, okay?
M and V. I'm going to call him M and V. From now on Ride This One, Martin and Vleminic is being called M and V. And they are doing something absolutely amazing. And hopefully it'll fucking work.
That is a lot of consonants in that last name there.
They were the ones that... Are they the ones that inspired Valraven and Invader?
It's Vleminchek.
Check. It could be Lemoncheck. Vlemincheck.
It is.
Lemoncheck?
Lemoncheck.
Martin and Limoncello.
Martin and Limoncello. Sounds good.
Close enough.
Remy and Limoncello? That sounds like a good drink.
Yeah, it does sound like a pretty
Hell
fancy
yeah, let's do
drink.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, well, anyway, our friends over at Martin and Limoncello are creating something really cool. Something that Dollywood, probably should have said, hey, Martin and Limoncello, come on over and help us out. What they're doing, they have on their IAPA profile, is they're introducing their first launch and 360 0G roll wooden coaster. Now, you're like, who is this Martin and M&V brand? Who is this M&V brand? Well, they're the people behind Jungle Trailblazer over in China. Holy shit, these coasters are awesome. Have you guys seen these coasters?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
These guys are
Oh my
also
God.
they're the ones that did that dueling red and it's called Dueling Dragon Red and Blue, and it had that high five element, like the first high five element.
Those guys. Okay, I do know who
those
that
guys.
is. Oh shit, so they're the ones doing this. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yes. They did that. They did the Boardwalk Bullet.
What?
Oh.
They did the Boardwalk Bullet.
Oh, very nice.
They did Zip and Pippin.
Ooh, Zip and Pippin's supposed to be killer too.
Yeah. So they're making according to the IAPA booth page info, they are coming out with a coaster with a launch and a 360 0G roll.
Okay.
Guess where it's going? Fucking China.
Of course.
Of course.
Always Asia.
Everyone's going to Asia.
All of their stuff except for like the Boardwalk Bullet is in China, is what it seems like.
Of course. That's where everybody's going,
But
apparently.
if this is successful, will we see one in the U.S.?
Probably not.
No. It's
Well,
all
we have a
China.
couple in the U.S.
Look how long
Why
it took Gravity Group to get to the U.S.
Right.
They're in the U.S. already, though.
2 of them,
Yeah.
and there's Gravity Groups in the U.S.
True.
Have you ridden the Gravity Group down in Orlando?
I have.
And what's your thoughts?
All right, so Mind Blower, I liked it the first time I rode it, but the second and third time, it was just so shaky. They don't age well at all. Like, they just don't
Mind
age
Blower's
well. and
already
it's so
aging?
shaky. Yeah.
It's already aging.
Yeah.
This
That
this ride
sucks.
has been open for how long, and it's already aging?
Yeah.
You get
It's
what
so
you pay
shaky.
for.
Oh, totally. I actually have a Fun Spot annual pass.
Oof.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you've ridden, how many times have you ridden it?
5 or 6 times. I've been there 3
5
times since it opened.
Wow. With the annual pass, 5 or 6 times.
Would you say
Yeah.
it's worth it still?
I still think getting the annual pass is worth it this year because they have a lot of other coasters which you should ride, and it's a good hangout spot to go to. I actually hang out at the one by Universal a lot more than the one in Kissimmee.
Does the season pass work for both the Kissimmee and the Orlando one?
Yes, it does. It's $100 and it's good till December 31st.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's worth it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like
Hell
50,
yeah.
it's like $55 for a 1 day or $100 for the whole year.
Right.
And
Duh.
random fact, the first time I actually went with Drew, and I bought it. He inspired me to get it.
Well, thank you, Drew, for that, and thanks for that awesome intro.
Yeah, but random fact, I did not ride Mind Blower until the end of July. It opened on June 23rd, but I was in Nashville when it opened, so I couldn't go to opening day. I didn't ride it till the end of July because I was just so busy that entire month. I was probably the last pass holder to ride it.
So tell us then a bit about this. Obviously, you're a big coaster nerd like us.
Yeah.
We're going to do this as kind of a two-parter. First, what's your home park? I'm assuming in Florida at this point. And how did you get into the hobby? What made you a fucking nerd?
All right. I was hoping you guys would ask me this. So my home park is Busch Gardens, Tampa. I live closer to Tampa.
Somehow I already knew that.
Right.
Really? Funny how that works.
Well,
right?
we went there in April, had an amazing time there, and I've been going to Busch Gardens like my whole life, and SeaWorld and Disney. Didn't go to Universal until I was almost in high school, but going to Disney and SeaWorld and Busch Gardens pretty much went there my whole life, and always had fun going there. I actually used to go to SeaWorld sleepaway camp, and I did that for 4 summers in a row. Like, we just slept there for a week, and always enjoyed that. And whenever we went on vacation, we always made a stop at a theme park. I remember, like, we have family in Philadelphia, so we always go to Hershey Park. I have family in New Jersey, always go to Great Adventure.
Now, what did you do? What do you do at sleepover camp at SeaWorld? I have to know. Do you become seaman?
He tickles Tilcum.
No.
Tickles too.
Are they teaching you guys how to be? Do you guys get to train the sea cows on ice?
No, we don't, but that would sound awesome. So I've done it both at SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, actually. And they have dorms, and you basically just go explore both parks, as well as Discovery Cove and Aquatica. I've actually been to Discovery Cove 8 times, 4 times because of the camps, and 4 times because my family loves going too. So 8 times total for that. And so we go to all the water parks in Florida that they have, and we just go behind the scenes and get all the food for free. I've spent nights next to the beluga whales at Wild Arctic, and then if we're not sleeping next to the animals, then we have dorms to stay in.
Oh, that's so cool.
Can we do that as adults, or is that only kids only?
You have to be in high school or below.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn it. They need to do this. They need to do an adult version of this where they roll in a little bar.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that'd be so
Let you
cool.
get drunk next to the orcas and the fucking whales. That would be so cool.
Yeah. I was very lucky. I remember it costing like $1,200 each time I did it, but it was totally worth it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I didn't pay for it. My parents did. They were great.
Well, better than my parents, that's for sure. So
I actually got my first girlfriend at SeaWorld camp.
Ooh.
First girlfriend.
Girlfriend, yeah.
First and only.
Hey, I understand.
So that means he's just he's not Gold Star anymore.
No.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that.
I trust me, I'm still Gold Star.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
My brother right here. No, I have had one girlfriend back in high school, and I'm still a Gold Star gay
Awesome.
too. So
Yeah.
high five, internet
Yes.
high five. Fuck yes.
So, and we were just talking, and then like, she just brought me outside one of the ride gift shops, and she just kissed me like right there, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know how to feel right now. And then,
I don't think I like this.
And then I didn't speak to her after camp ended.
Really?
Michael,
Yeah.
I need you to know you were sexually assaulted, and that is not okay.
I think I was like 16 and she was like 18 or 17 or 19, one of those. I was like a couple years younger.
Oh, you're robbing the grave.
I am
done,
tired of these bitches trying to snog up on all of the gay men. There's plenty of straight guys, but they keep trying to get onto that gay ass, and I'm just getting tired of it.
You know what it is? It's traps. They've come into popularity. Everyone seems to.
You know the Bloodhound Gang song, I Wish I Was Gay So I Get Chicks, right?
Yes, I do know that song. It's not as fun as they would think.
No, I'm sure it isn't. Taking something up the ass might not be fun.
Yeah. I realized pretty young I could get pretty much any bitch I wanted. You just have to pretend like you don't want to fuck her, when in my case I don't have to pretend. And it's not hard. And I've actually thought of starting a business to help straight men figure out how to properly get a girl. Also, how to fix their profiles in profile photos, because they're terrible.
So we have some news out of California's Great America.
Absolutely. The 49ers still suck.
Yes. And maybe their theme parks will be a little bit more enticing, though, after what we've heard. They have just filed for a variance for a 240-foot attraction at their park.
Hey, Skyscreamer. 240-foot Skyscreamer, here you go. Whoop, whoop.
No.
Is that what it is? A Skyscreamer?
No.
It's always going to be a Skyscreamer.
No.
Come on.
No Skyscreamer. They have one at Discovery Kingdom.
And they also have two swing rides at Discovery Kingdom.
Well, you got that right there. But
They got two disco swing rides, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Cedar Fair just needs to step up their game and match what Six Flags is doing. So that's why they're going to put in they're not going to build like a 240-foot coaster. You know that.
Come on, seriously.
That's not a park that's getting a fucking hyper coaster. It's not.
I think they are.
You're wrong, actually.
Really?
Bear.
Am I wrong?
Do you remember that Cedar Fair made a big announcement that was the park they were going to be doing heavy expansion on?
Yeah, just like
absolutely.
Carowinds.
They're going to be putting up another vertical velocity type ride. They've got one that they moved, so they're going to make sure they're going to it's going to go up 100. It's going to be going up 240. And guess what? They also have one of those at Discover Kingdom as well. We're just matching it. Forget renovating. Forget innovating. No, we need to match. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring in one of those impulse.
I actually think they're going to dig down, and I think it'll be a full 300-foot drop. I think it's a coaster.
Do you realize? Okay, Slater. We
talked about this on the last episode.
Okay, the variance is 240 feet. Okay, That's right by the bay. Do you know what happens in the Oakland Coliseum by the bay when they get any rain? It's called flooding. There's no way in hell that they are going to be getting a giga coaster out there.
And like I said last episode,
Never.
you theme it to Houston or Puerto Rico works now too.
Right. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's no way that they're going to dig that far down into the ground to get a giga, especially out there.
I think a lot of people are getting their hopes up, and you're going to be really disappointed, Slater. Just like most things that happen at California's Great America.
Exactly.
I think they're getting a coaster. No, they're getting a coaster just like Carowinds. Like Carowinds, they announced a 5-year expansion plan. Same thing for Great America. So I think they're getting a coaster. I'm with you, Slater.
Well, they'll get a coaster, but they're not getting a giga.
Yeah,
they're not getting a giga.
But a good hyper would bring them online, because that's what Fury 325 did. It really brought Carowinds up to one of those parks that you have to visit just for that coaster alone. Maybe that's what they're trying to do with California's Great America, because it doesn't really have much to draw.
Not at all.
There's 5 coasters there, and most of them are clones. Besides,
Their biggest draw right now is Gold Striker, which looks amazing.
Gold Striker, which is a good coaster. It is a good coaster.
Hey, you guys are forgetting Railblazer. You're forgetting Railblazer.
Right.
They're getting Railblazer, you guys.
Yeah,
Don't worry. Everyone else is going to forget it too.
I don't need to do Railblazer when there is a replica in San Antonio, and I have a platinum pass for all the SeaWorld parks, so I can definitely just go to the Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster instead.
There you go.
But that's a Six Flags park. That's
Right?
not a
Yeah,
SeaWorld park.
I know, but they have SeaWorld there, and I've been to that SeaWorld before. I was actually doing something in San Antonio in June, and I made a stop at SeaWorld, did Wavebreaker, and I loved it. So I definitely want to go back for the next couple years.
It's a cool little park that I feel like gets overlooked. SeaWorld San Antonio. Nobody really, even when people are talking about SeaWorld, they just talk about the East Coast and the West Coast. They forget Texas, man. Yes. I think that park's really going to be one to look out for over the next, 10, 20 years.
Yeah, once
what's
SeaWorld finally sells it to someone that gives a fuck.
True. Or
Yeah, who are they
renames it
gonna
to
sell it
Busch
to?
Gardens.
I used to live in San Antonio in 2015. I was on a temporary job assignment there, so SeaWorld San Antonio was my home park that I went to a lot on the weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I was in San Antonio,
Interesting.
just visiting some people that I used to work with.
So what do you think of, what is it, Steel Eel?
Steel Eel, I like it. It's actually one of Drew the Intern's favorite rides. I like it just because it has so much airtime.
Right. That's what I've heard about it. It's
That
just
sounds
like
awesome.
relentless.
I need to get out there. That's exciting. And honestly, for the new coasters, that was coaster I was most excited for this year was that Wavebreaker. That ride looks so cool.
It's
what did you
unique,
think of
man?
It's nothing
You
worth
know what?
flying to, but if you have if you are in the area, make a stop by. But it's nothing worth like flying to just to ride.
Well, you know what? I've decided, Michael, that you're actually Drew the Intern's secret boyfriend.
That
He
must
called
be it.
in without provocation to do an intro for you. I didn't ask for it. He just did it. You talk about him like you're all best buddies. Are you butt buddies? Because that's what I'm thinking.
So Ride This One podcast is never appropriate for you to listen to. And that is my glowing review of this podcast. However, if you are going to listen to it, be very cautious, as do not make the same mistake I did here. So I'm driving to my girlfriend's house, and I'm listening to the podcast in my car, which is normally the only place I do listen to podcasts, because it's really awkward, like sitting at your home listening to podcasts. And I'm like, no, I got to be doing something else. I should be watching Netflix or something like that, because there's always something better to do than being listening to Ride This One podcast. But when you're driving, you got any fucking other shit to do. You can either flip the channel on your Apple Music or just let a podcast go. So I've been driving a lot recently, so I was down to like the bottom of the barrel there. So I found a Ride This One podcast. And let me tell you, fuck you, Gare Bear. You said some really gay shit right at the time that I pulled into her driveway, opened the door, and I hadn't turned it off yet, and the mother's standing right there, and you're talking about your fucking shoving shit up your asshole. And I was like, oh my God, I was the most embarrassed I've ever been. Really, really inappropriate. So be careful about where you're listening to this podcast, because you never know when Gare Bear is going to say some fucked up gay shit that's going to get you in trouble. Words to live by.
Like, he's like, I'm not gay. I just like a little bit of man ass every once in a while.
No, Drew is very straight.
Yeah.
How hard have you tried to get in those pants?
I've never tried with him. I've tried with someone else, and it didn't work. And so after I was rejected by that straight guy, I just kind of stopped asking people.
So, Clint Novak said no, I guess. So
he said no.
Oh, Clint Novak, we know would have said yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He can't turn down a boy.
You know who didn't say yes? Universal to selling off their coasters.
Oh, no, they're getting rid of it. It is going in the trash. That steel trash plant right down the road. Same place that they got rid of Hulk. It's going there.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes, it is a sad, sad day as pictures are out there of mangled photos of mangled track from dragons. I'm glad I went out there and I rode it before this happened.
Me too.
You guys timed that perfectly. Oh my god.
It's the whole reason we went out there.
I know, but you guys didn't know for sure. It was like a rumor at that point.
But it had been a steady rumor for about 6 months, and it just wasn't going away. Right. And I was just like, okay, I will never forgive myself if I don't get those credits. And I'm very glad that I went and I got those credits. I'll never forget our first ride. Me and Goliath, we were not sitting next to each other. He was in front of me, and all of a sudden I heard click, click, and I knew it was on, and it was going to be wonderful, and it was.
Oh my gosh.
So...
It was a great ride. It was a great ride. The second ride was better.
Did you have any issues getting on? Because on Montu, when we rode, there were a couple issues.
No, I didn't. I had no problem getting on to that one, and I had no problem getting on to Hulk either. So SeaWorld apparently has shortened the the belts.
What about Forbidden Journey?
Oh, bitch, neither
Fuck
of us.
that.
Are you kidding?
Fuck that. There's no way I'm ever getting on that piece of shit.
Oh, I love that ride. Actually, a couple years ago, I did ride Forbidden Journey with someone who was too large, and I rode, and so he couldn't ride, and they made him get off. And I'm like, yeah, I'm staying on because I waited 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
See, okay.
You have to ride. No. That
you have to let
amazing.
the person ride it, because if you're a fat ass and you can't fit, it's not the other person's fault. You always let them ride. And if you get upset about that, then you're a fucking asswipe. So
absolutely.
No, my thing is I'm specifically, one of many reasons I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm planning on going back out there. My boyfriend, I was showing him some stuff for Universal's Haunt. And he's like, oh, well, we should do that next fall. He wants to see Harry Potter anyways. And I'm like,
yeah.
Well, then my ass needs to lose some weight. So I'm going to go out there for sure. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, everyone needs to go to Halloween Horror Nights. Like, it's the greatest time of year.
I want to. Okay, I'm going out there late November. And I think it's right after the November dates. Because did they extend it out there in Orlando as well?
Through November 4th.
November 4th.
Yeah. Well, because last year they had to extend it because of Hurricane Matthew. Because Hurricane Matthew closed it for 2 days. So that's when they made the decision to extend it after Halloween. Now, because they have so many pass holders in this frequent fear, they kind of just have to keep it after Halloween now.
One thing I don't think that these parks realize, and I think this is across the board, if parks would literally start their haunts on September 1st, they could run it from the beginning of September all the way probably through mid-November.
Yeah.
And it would stay busy. People would fucking go. Halloween is only getting more popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So
you're not true.
So you don't mean Magic Kingdom that started their Not So Scary Party on August 25th then?
Well, that is a bit much. I hear September and I think, okay, fall is coming. So I think September 1st, it's okay. August, it's fucking summer.
Right.
Okay, just sit down, bitch. It's not time yet.
September is definitely the new start of Halloween for sure.
Right.
Everyone starts in September now.
And I've actually started work on my house haunt already. We've decided our theme. And I had to order a bunch of red balloons because we're doing it.
Oh, wow. Fuck you. That's awesome and terrifying all at the same time.
When you come into the first room, it's going to be a 3-room haunt because obviously it's small. It's just like in our garage. We separate it up into rooms. The first room, you're going to have lovely, of course, full of fog, but the entire room is going to be filled with red balloons from floor to ceiling, and you have to walk through it.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be, and of course, obviously, we're going to have lovely scare actors in there jumping out from behind the balloons and stuff, so...
Are you guys going to have a candy shop where you actually give away candy to people?
We will be giving away candy, and we give liquor to the adults. So
fuck yeah.
It's a lot of fun. And I'm doing water balloons filled with fake blood.
That is an amazing idea. I've never heard of anyone doing that, but that's great.
Smart.
Yeah, so basically, as people leave the haunt, because they have to go back out the way they came in.
Okay.
Basically, we're going to trace them and throw... I'll purposely not hit them because never know what person's going to be a bitch about it. I'm going to be throwing these blood-filled water balloons at them. It's going to be really good. We're going to have a lot of water stuff. So I am It's going to be very wet. I'm going to be very cold all night, but it's
You
going.
You guys are doing water sports. What?
They're basically copying Halloween Horror Nights because they use a water gag in every single fucking one of their mazes.
Yeah.
Slater, is that where you got your inspiration?
No, I got my inspiration came from watching, It the other day and thinking.
It was such a good movie.
It's such a good movie. It's such a good.
It was such a funny movie. Such a funny movie.
It was actually funny. I loved it.
I was sitting there talking through it the whole time. Everybody in the movie theater probably pissed at me. I was that guy making fun of it the whole time. I was sitting there with my buddy, and he's not a horror person. Neither am I. We're comedy people, and it was hilarious as long as you went in thinking it was a comedy.
But I'm going to say this right now. That is the most haunt talk we are going to do. And by the way, Kenny, Little Spoon, you can kindly fuck off as well.
Okay, what was that about?
He messaged me on Twitter because I told him I find haunt talk boring.
Oh, I do too. Originally, one of the first things we discussed, Slater and I, when we came up with the idea for Ride This One, no haunt talk.
You guys are so weird.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's a big part of theme parks. Why not have one episode?
Yeah, one episode at least.
We are right now.
Yeah, but no, Slater's censoring our haunt talk.
No.
He's swinging his big dick hammer.
If you want to do haunt talk, you can get a big group of people together, and you can do an off-topic episode. We'll release to our Patreon people.
We don't have a Patreon yet.
There's a whole other reason why we don't bother with haunt talk. Bitch, we don't record in October at all. We take every October off.
This one comes out in October.
This one will come out in, I think, October 2nd, I think is what it is.
Right.
But
why not talk about haunt a little bit?
It's recorded.
We've
talked about it as much as we're going to.
We're talking about it as much as we're going to.
You know what?
I just want to point out that the hanging at knots is called fake noose. That's the only thing I have written down for haunt. Okay.
Thank you. That's great. That's actually hilarious.
And I will give them this. They did hang the "How About That Girl," and I appreciate that.
See, even you can't resist.
I love haunts. I'd rather go experience them than talk about them.
Oh my God. What is your problem with haunt? I love talking about haunt.
Well, then create your own podcast.
I can't, and I don't want to. It's too much work.
It is.
I'm pretty sure that you were on a podcast that talked almost exclusively about haunt, and how'd that go?
Well, it was fine for 2 years.
Speaking of haunts, I just want to say that Kenny, in the loop Kenny, is actually very attractive. Just want to say it. I don't know if you're going to put that in there or not, but he is.
Yes. No, that's going in. That's absolutely truth. That's not fake news.
We all want truth. That dick. That's not true. But you know what? Back on, there's more news actually out of Universal right now, and that is another classic bites the dust. Terminator 2 3D closes on October 8th.
Thank God.
That'd been cool to do.
That's really sad.
That'd been cool to do.
That had a long run.
Thank God. Like, good shit with that attraction. That's all I have to say. Never did it.
It was a great attraction, though. It's not stupid. It's amazing. It was the most expensive attraction ever made. And it was just for that stupid film. Which wasn't stupid. It was just for that film that they created. That cost, like, the most to create any attraction out there.
It's closing for a new live-action stage show in 2019. No other details were released about it. But I never actually saw it. I just seen videos of it online.
Stage show. Oh my goodness, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, Universal has never really been good with shows. Like Fear Factor, not good. Whatever was in the old place before Disaster, the Beetlejuice show, not good. Whatever shows they've done there, and the Sinbad show, not very good either. Shows aren't their strong point, but I have a feeling this one will be. I think this one will be a good show.
But it is funny, this gets announced right at the same time that they've just announced the new Terminator film with the original actors. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe their stage show is Terminator the Musical.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I would watch that shit. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, that would be hilarious. Kind of like Spam-A-Lot, only with somebody trying to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hell yeah.
No one can be Arnold Schwarzenegger. But
no one can
Arnold
replace
Schwarzenegger should not have been Mr. fucking Freeze. I'm just saying.
I do have a question, though, about, going back to our, we only see ice. Maybe fire's going somewhere.
No. I got pictures of fire all mangled.
But you only, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had to ask because,
I just don't understand why Universal wouldn't sell them, even if it was like overseas, like to some park in Singapore. They could have even sold them separately. They weren't in that bad of shape, and someone would have bought that shit.
The ride was better than some rides I've ridden recently that are newer.
Are you talking about dragons again?
Yes, I'm talking about dragons again.
You can't get over that shit, can you? It's
No,
gone.
it pisses me off. It's
Get
the very
over it.
first B&M to truly bite the dust.
It's garbage now.
I rode
It
both
is.
dragons on
Well, it
National
is now.
Roller Coaster Day, and I did one fire, one ice, and that was it. Both were so shaky and headbanging, I couldn't do anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And that was the last time I rode them.
Everyone was really pissed that they didn't duel them one last time on the last day. Like, why not? Just once. Even if no one was on the goddamn ride, and they just ran them and had video crews film them dueling,
Or at
one
least
last time.
or at least the employees. Maybe the employees could have
Something.
had that
Well,
experience.
the problem is
sign
they
a waiver.
lost the technology. They lost the programming. They actually lost the programming for the dueling. That's the reason they're no longer dueling.
Okay, even if they lost the programming, they can
Yes.
both hit dispatch at the same time.
Right. It doesn't
But-
have to be
but
perfect.
the-
If they just tried, they hit the buttons at the same time.
Just like at Magic Mountain, they try, but fail.
They didn't try, though.
No,
At
they
Magic Mountain, they at least try. And they fail a lot.
Insurance. Well, we know your feelings about getting your mind blown. Is that how you feel about all wooden coasters, or and you prefer steel, or do you like steel better? I know you're in Florida and you have like 2 wooden coasters in Florida, right?
Or are you an open-minded individual and you're a bi-rider and you like both?
All right, so kind of glad you asked. I think Mindblower is the only wooden coaster in Florida because Gwazi's gone.
We got White Lightning.
White
White
Lightning.
Lightning. Yeah,
White
I forgot about
Lightning.
that. I love White Lightning.
White Lightning would like
How
a word
could you
with you,
forget
sir.
about White Lightning? It's all you have.
I'm not a wood
yeah.
fan, but you guys,
I am a
you're in there.
I am a steel guy with the exception of GCIs because I love Mystic Timbers. Mystic Timbers is actually my number 200 this year. I love
GCI is a good bitch to have on the side. I just want to say.
So here's my
Yeah.
fucking theory. If you're a bottom, you tend to be more fond of wood because you can handle a rough ride. If you're a top, you're a pussy. And
like it
prefer
smooth.
steel.
Why
I
does
like
it have
it
to shake me
smooth.
around so much?
Ugh.
Well, Slater, you actually have that right. I am top, so steel. You're right.
Fucking pussies. And that's my opinion. Pure tops, they're just fucking pussies. Just
So
fucking
what's
pussies.
you prefer steel? What's your number 1?
Number 1,
Just
okay. Millennium Force. I actually have.
Oh,
Fuck
my
you.
God,
I know.
go
What?
suck
You
a
would think you
dick.
would.
Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for coming on the show.
I actually had the opportunity to ride
Goodbye.
all 3 Gigas in the United States this year. Fury, I-305, and Millennium Force. And Millennium was definitely the best one. I even rode it in the rain, and it was so much fun.
You motherfucker! You just picked Millennium Force over Fury 325. You get the fuck off our show.
Fury 325 is
Right
number
the
2.
fuck
God
up.
damn it.
It better
Hi.
be. It better be number 1 by the end of this conversation.
Why is Millennium Farce better than Fury? Please tell me.
Yeah. I'd like to hear this.
I just thought it was faster, and smoothness was about the same level, but I just had so much more fun in the views of the Lake Erie. I loved it.
Oh, you just sat there.
I will give you the views, but the ride, no.
No.
Yeah, it's like
no.
we. Oh, that's fun. We're looking at pretty shit. Woo wee.
Yeah,
At least Fury 325, you're going, holy shit, what's happening next? Like,
The operators of Millennium Force were great, like most operators at Cedar Point. They were so enthusiastic, so that also kind of like helped my experience. That's kind of why I love Mystic Timbers at Kings Island so much, because the operators there are just so enthusiastic. Because I've been
So basically, what he's saying is he's a sub because he likes to be yelled at.
shut up.
Because that's been my experience. They get in your seat. You got 5 seconds to get your seatbelt fastened. That was my experience on Mystic Timbers.
so you're a sub top. Is that right? You like to be on top, but you like to be told what to do.
Actually, yeah. that does make sense. Yes.
So
being told what to do,
you're into power bottoms, basically. You want a power bottom in your life.
Yes, exactly. Is a power bottom your ideal man?
Oh, wow. I didn't think I'd get these questions.
Do you know what show you're on?
Well, his ideal man is Drew the intern, but he just hasn't tried, apparently.
My ideal man, yes. If I had the chance, I definitely would say yes if it was power.
He needs that power in his life. So what are your feelings on Top Thrill Dragster?
I liked it much better than King Dakar.
Well, most people agree with that.
Because he likes that power. He needs that power in his life. This is why he likes Steel more too. I'm figuring it all out. He needs that power.
Speaking of power, did you lose power during the hurricane?
No, I did not lose power. The area that I live in is on a hill, so there was no flooding, totally fine. We lost a tree. We couldn't access our front door for about 10 days, but the company that owns the house came and got rid of that. But we did not lose any power.
But you know what?
No
You're an
problems at all.
expert on back doors, so that shouldn't have been a problem.
During the hurricane, I just sat at home. I did nothing. I was so bored. And then that Monday, the 11th, it was sunny and bright, and there was nowhere to go because everywhere was closed.
You shouldn't have been bored. We were super kind. We pushed that episode out early so people could listen to our show during the hurricane.
I remember I listened to it. I listened to it on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. We it was just before the storm was about to hit. And Slater was like, "Can you release it early while our friends still have power?"
I actually listened to a couple more episodes to prepare for this. I listened to the one with Drew on it back from April. Then I listened to the one that you had Valentine on back in June. I listened to both of those just to get ready for this, to make sure I had all my questions that I knew you'd ask me, make sure I'd have answers.
Because you need to listen to a clusterfuck before you go through a hurricane.
Right. But, again, really quick, serious moment. I mean, out, especially towards, the Keys and stuff like that, there was a lot of damage. And now with Maria, Puerto Rico is a disaster zone. It is destroyed. People forget that's part of the United States, motherfuckers, okay?
Yeah.
It's a U.S. territory.
It is.
Those are our people, and it is literally like an episode of The Walking Dead, but less talking. It is absolutely a nightmare out there. And so in our episode description, there is a link to great charities and that you can donate to help in these causes. And it gives you an option of several different well-known, well-reviewed charities where the money actually goes to help the people and not to pay some head figure of charity, so to speak. So definitely go in that, click in that, give some money, help out.
Yeah. And for every $1, Slater will suck another dick. You can submit your dick.
Realistically, it's for every about quarter, but sure.
For every time we've saved money at a theme park. Oh, wait.
I will suck dick for free.
No, but you have to give the people an incentive to donate.
Exactly.
Buy them in bulk, people. Donate $30.
So for everyone who goes and volunteers their time for the rebuild, M Squared Hair has promised to give free blowjobs. So there's your incentive. You
just have to donate anything and you get a blowjob. Just anything. Send some money, people.
And you better send a picture of yourself first.
M Square will take care of you.
Yes.
He will selectively give blowjobs for the hot people who are helping, I guess.
In other words, we're just creating like a Grindr profile for
nothing
you,
like charity with conditions. So
well, now that the pimps part is over, how about we get back to some coaster talk, or maybe finding out about the person we're pimping out. We know he's Water Steel. We know Millennium Force. Tell us about, what do you hate about theme parks? What is your worst theme park experience that you have ever had?
Oh, worst theme park experience I've ever had. So it can be like any park ever been to.
Any park you've ever been to, anytime.
Wow.
As long as it wasn't Busch Gardens and like May,
when we were
April,
there.
May,
Okay.
as long as you don't talk about that, we'll be good.
Name.
All right. Trying to think. I've had great experiences at Cedar Point, great adventure. Oh, Fiesta, Texas. All right. So the first time I went to Fiesta, Texas.
Of course, a Six Flags park.
It was in 2015. because I moved there 3 months later. All right, so I got there like right at opening. As soon as if I'm going to a new theme park, I get there right at opening to get on all their signature coasters. And I'll say the worst thing that happened about the day later. So they open at 10:30. Where does everyone go to? Iron Rattler. Closed. Where does everyone else go to? Superman. Closed. Poltergeist. Closed. The Drop Tower. Closed. Literally everything was closed except the Sky Screamer.
Really?
And Goliath, their inverted coaster.
Sounds like Knott's Berry Farm right now.
Oh, I had a wonderful experience.
Everything's closed over there.
When I went to Knott's,
what it really sounds like is Discovery Kingdom, because they don't open till the park opens at noon at 10, but they don't open the fucking rides till noon.
Just sounds like fucking Six Flags. Par for the course.
Except for over Georgia.
The park actually closed at like 12 o'clock because it was raining, so I only got on like 2 rides that day. And they were giving out rain checks, but I had an annual pass, so I just went back a couple days later. And then when I went back a couple days later, Iron Rattler still didn't open until like 1 o'clock. I even sent I wasn't on Twitter then, but I got their email on the website, and I sent them a very nastily worded email saying, you need to open up these rides on time. Like, I paid a lot of money, and Iron Rattler and Superman, and I don't remember what else, but it was just those 2 rides that did not open.
I came here for this shit.
Yeah, and they did not open until after 12.
This is why I drove here.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a response, is the question?
Yes, I did. They called me the next day. I was at work, so I did not answer it. And they just said, hi, this is so-and-so from this department. We got your email, and we're going to forward it to the ride supervisors. Thanks for calling us, or thanks for letting us know that. Have a good day. And that was it.
Yeah, at least they got back.
At least they reach out back to you. I mean, that's something, right?
That's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if it's being run by the same people who do Boardwalk Bullet.
Oh, you're still sour about that, aren't you?
Oh, I'm salty, bitch.
Another bad experience. I was at King's Dominion last year with my family, and that's when we all took a vacation to Busch Gardens and King's Dominion. We did like 2 days at Busch, 1 day at King's, because my family we're enthusiasts. My stepbrother is too, and King's Dominion, I had horrible allergies. I sneezed hundreds of times that whole time. There was something in the air, and I had a horrible time there because I kept sneezing.
Oh, no. It's funny how that can just ruin your whole trip. Like, it really can.
But at Busch Gardens, I had no problems. It was just King's Dominion.
Really? You would think... Oh, wait. Which Busch Gardens?
Virginia.
Okay, you would think that park, being as wooded and heavily, like... They've got so many trees and flowers in that park. You would think that would be the one that would set you off.
It was just King's. Oh, and then I had a nosebleed as well on one of the rides. I forgot, and I was just done for the day because I have a dilated blood vessel in my nose, so I get chronic nosebleed sometimes. And I was just done with it after that.
You were super popular in high school, weren't you?
I wouldn't say I wasn't or was. I was just a normal person.
Hopefully, Slater, your experience at Busch Gardens and King's Dominion will be better than his.
Well, I've already been to Busch Gardens, and I had a wonderful time, so I can't wait to go back. But it will be my first time at King's Dominion here in about 3 weeks.
Awesome. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited.
So exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to hear about it and go on I-305. As for high school, I was not out at the time, so I was like a closeted gay. I was like always I always told people like I'm straight, I'm dating this person, like even though I wasn't, but I was trying my best to hide it.
Isn't it funny how that seems to be so important back then, but nowadays
now
it's just like
it doesn't matter.
Why did I even try to do that?
Well, see,
I can't identify. I came out of the closet just screaming at 14. Like I was just like,
You sound like you were listening to fucking Madonna in the womb.
You know what? I don't even like Madonna. Gasp, I know. No, at 14 I was listening to
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
How dare you?
Well, there went Steve.
Well, see, and then I went to Christian high school. I went to Christian school my whole life, and everyone in Christian school is raised to hate gays, so you can't really tell people you're gay in high school.
The gay Christians are always the gayest.
Girl, homeschool and Christian school here. I know.
Yeah, you're with your people right now.
Goliath is honorary.
Yeah, Goliath is an honorary Christian gay, even though he's straight.
Right.
He's still saying that. I don't know why he hasn't just signed the paperwork signed away his sexuality.
Because the paperwork he'd have to sign are divorce papers from his wife. That might be an issue.
You know how expensive that is?
That is expensive.
I'm just saying, that's expensive.
You know what else is expensive? Segway, bitches!
Segway!
Toverland in the Netherlands is adding a major expansion.
Yes, they are. This park looks so freaking cool.
Now
It's
you
a
open
badass
up,
park.
you open up the website and it screams at you.
Yes,
when
it does.
When you open
It does. It's really loud.
Check
Really
it out.
fucking
It's in
loud.
of course, it's in our show notes. But
Absolutely.
They are getting a completely new entrance, and we don't have any artwork or anything of that yet. But also, they're getting a giant new B&M wing coaster.
That's right.
Yep.
And
Yep.
they haven't really said much on their website aside from the fact that they're getting the coaster.
Yeah.
But I mean, any time that any park adds any B&M anything is good news. So we're really stoked for Toverland. Toverland is known for doing theming, right?
Yeah, they're a very well-themed park.
Okay, good. They're not like some Six Flags bullshit that we do over here.
Oh, hell no.
Good. Good.
Magic Mountain is my
God.
favorite Six Flags park.
Yes, it is, but for the coasters, not the theming.
Oh, yeah, the
Right?
coasters, yeah. Great Adventure is my second favorite. But I spend more time at Great Adventure because I have family there.
Ariel, did you hear that? Someone likes your home park.
What do you think about Over Georgia?
Over Georgia, well, I did Holiday in the Park last December, and it was freezing. It was so cold.
Well, that's because it was winter, bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
it's
you.
winter, and winter generally is cold.
I liked
People
it.
from Florida don't know.
Okay, so does Holiday in the Park over in Georgia, do they like deck out all the trees with lights?
They did.
Absolutely.
They did a great
and
job.
they actually make it, they do scented too. They do peach scented. There's a section where they add peach smells and stuff to the area, which is really cool. You walk in, you're like, I smell peaches.
It's like Knott's Berry Farm, but there it smells like boysenberries and fried chicken.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, they do pump that fried chicken around. Seriously though, Six Flags Holiday in the Park is something worth visiting. People
It
like
is.
overlook it.
Yeah.
But it's
Absolutely.
like they really are trying to be one of those parks that you should visit during the theme park or during the holiday season.
I've said it before, the one at Over Georgia is better than
Yes.
Dollywood's.
Oh my god, Six Flags Magic Mountain is way better with the lights. Their light display is better than any other theme park in our area, and that's including your Universal and Disney. Like
That's
they cover
crazy.
they cover
All
every
of you
tree.
bitches can shut up and sit down because Silver Dollar City already has 6 billion lights, and they just bought the Osborne light display.
That's
bitch.
pretty sick.
So,
yeah, I'm not
excited
saying that
for
we're
that.
better than you.
I'm
You've
excited.
obviously you got the golden goose egg this winter for sure.
I'm excited to see that bat.
I was so sad the Osborne lights were gone. I love them.
They're not gone though.
They're not gone. They're
Well,
going to Silver Dollar
Taken
City.
out of Florida. That was sad about that.
Oh, yeah, because Florida has nothing to do.
Nothing at all.
Isn't it crazy that you guys got like an old Disney attraction out at Silver Dollar City? Even if it's just the Osborne Light Show, like
It's true.
Talking about things that are being brought to other parks. We bring sexuality to theme parks here on the ride. This one.
Yep.
You know that. Everyone who's listened to our episodes know. We want to know how you would have sex at a theme park.
Everyone knows that if you're having sex at a theme park, it's two men in the men's restroom. That's how it happens. Maybe under the stall.
I was just talking to Slater about this morning, and I told him I will tell the story. I'm not going to say which theme park it happened at, but I was on Grindr at a theme park, and I wasn't with anyone, and it was not a park in Florida. It was some park out of Florida.
Bullshit, because I know it was in Florida. Don't even try to hide it now.
Well, don't say which park it happened at.
I'll
Okay,
edit it
so-
out, but it was that guy.
Talk about swamp
How
house.
did it-
Holy
how-
fucking shit.
That does seem like the worst state to give a blowjob in. I must say, it's a musty state.
It was an EMT, and he and I were just talking, and he asked me to go into the first aid room, and he had everything he needed. He had lube, and I fucked him right
So
there.
you fucked him?
Yeah.
Oh my god. In the first aid room at this theme park?
He fucked him underneath the station of...
Yeah. You better edit that out.
He showed me where.
You better edit this out.
He literally took me there when we were there.
You better edit this shit out. This is juicy as fuck. This is juicy as shit. Juicy as shit. You better bleep out. There's another bleep for you.
I will. He's the first person we've had on who literally doesn't... He's done it. He's lived the fucking fantasy, guys.
He's cruised at a theme park.
Absolutely, he has. But was it on a ride? It wasn't on a ride. It was just in a station or near a station. If you could fuck somebody on a ride, how would you do it? What ride would it be? Tell us how we do it.
So the ideal ride that I would choose would be Navi River Journey. However,
really,
it's brand new, and because it's only 6 people per boat. So, and when I rode it my first time, it was just me and my friend. So, if I wanted to, I definitely could have ridden with just one other person.
Right. You just bring a little like sweater or jacket and you throw it over his lap.
Now, the problem is there are a lot of cameras in that ride because it's new.
Right.
Well, of course, that's how you can get your in-ride video. I mean,
do you know how much porn Disney could make if they just if they made a compilation of all the sex acts that have happened on their rides and sold it as porn? They'd be like double millionaires from what they are right now.
Maybe
Guaranteed.
they could use that to fix all the hemorrhaging ESPN's doing.
I would suggest Pirates of the Caribbean because there's no restraints or seatbelts there, and the capacity is so good you can have the boat to yourself. So I would say Pirates or Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion always seems like a good choice.
Yeah.
It's very private.
Is there restraints on Navi River Journey?
No, there's not.
Okay.
No, it's just like a raft ride. So
right.
You just sit in it like pirates, right?
And just pray you don't flip, right?
You're not going to flip.
That's what they said last time.
I mean, something may flip, but it's
now
it's not the boat.
There is another ride that I would suggest. I would have suggested Ellen's Energy Adventure. The first time we had this date scheduled, the ride was still open, so I would have suggested it then because I actually did ride it with someone, and I had my hand in his pants for like over half the ride. And,
ooh!
Yeah.
Ooh!
And we were we were sitting in the back, but we didn't like do much. I finished him in the Epcot parking lot.
I like you so much. Thank you for coming on our show.
Yeah. There's a follow-up question here, though, and I feel like I'm going to regret asking it because I do know a bit about you. Now, if you were going to take us...
God damn, no. Don't do it. Don't do it, Slater.
I have to, Goliath.
Don't.
I have to.
What?
Resist.
Is this the restaurant question? That's
yes.
It's the restaurant question, which is, after a long day at your home park, where would you take us to guarantee we let you give us one of those charity blowjobs of yours?
See, he's from Florida. He's going to say Steak and Shake or something.
No. All right. So if I was taking you somewhere, I would take you.
Is there a plain pasta emporium that I'm unaware of?
All right. I actually will tell you though. There's a plain pizza emporium at Disney Springs.
Oh, fuck me.
Is that the place that had like the line out the ass? Was that place?
When it opened originally, it did. But
okay.
I went to Blaze Pizza for the first time when I was actually in Nashville in June, and I've been back to the one in Orlando since. But my ideal date, I would take you out to Disney Springs and actually show you the Coke store, which I did show you back in April.
I was going to say, that's where we met the first time in front of the RIP Disney Quest.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
So Disney Springs, go on a boat ride, go to the Coke store, and go to Blaze Pizza or Earl of Sandwich. Because Blaze Pizza, I always get the pizza without the sauce, just the cheese. And then when I go to Earl of Sandwich, I just get a sandwich of turkey and cheese and lettuce, and that's it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. No.
Whoa.
Time out.
Wait. Time out. When we went to Orlando and we went to Disney Quest, he met up with us afterwards.
Yeah.
He took us to World of Coke.
Yeah.
And Beverly is delicious, by the way.
Beverly was amazing.
No, it's not.
Beverly was amazing in a cocktail. Holy shit, that was good.
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay, as a mixer, sure, but grenadine is good as a mixer, but if you drink it straight, you're a fucking weirdo.
Well, he meant.
Okay, first of all, grenadine is just red sugar, so it's not a real...
It's pomegranate concentrate or whatever the fuck it is.
Anything you buy in the store has no pomegranate in it. It is literally
it's pomegranate flavored. Artificial flavor of pomegranate.
It is impossible to find. You have to make it yourself.
Whatever.
Yeah, so he took us to the Coke store. And then I needed to get something to eat, and we went to Earl Sandwich.
Yeah.
Earl of Sandwich is bomb as fuck.
It is.
It is.
Holy shit.
Oh, actually, you know what? That makes me think of something. You know, Michael, that is absolutely like Drew's favorite place in the world, Earl of Sandwich. So I guarantee you, if you bought him lunch there, he'd let you fuck him. I'm just saying.
I'd let you do whatever you wanted to me. Because I know those sandwiches are at least $15 each for like a little sandwich.
They are.
You buy me two of those, I'd do whatever the fuck you wanted.
That turkey sandwich, that turkey and dressing sandwich, oh
my God. And they okay, if you get the roast beef, they leave it almost raw. It's like perfectly cooked, so it's super tender. Oh, we got it in Vegas last time we went, and it's just like, even when you're drunk as fuck, you're like, holy shit, this is amazing. Where are we? Are we just in the middle of some casino eating Earl of Sandwich? This is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been to Disney Springs and have not ordered something that's specifically on the menu. I usually have to make one modification.
What's your ideal sandwich at Earl of Sandwich?
Oh, just like a turkey, and that's it. Like turkey and cheese and lettuce.
Just turkey?
Yeah. That's what I always get.
That shit costs $15 a sandwich.
Their cupcakes are amazing. They have great cupcakes.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think they're the ones from Be Our Guest, because those cupcakes are just outstanding.
Whatever they're doing over there, I think there's a layer of crack in every sandwich, but
I'm sure
you
there
don't
is.
taste it. They've embedded it into the bread or some shit because you can't tell.
But the reason why I suggest World of Coke is just because it's a great observation deck, and that's why I want to take you guys there so you guys could see it. My ex actually took me there the first time on our first date, and yeah, so every time that I go on a date with someone, I always want to take them there first.
Well, you know where I would not want to take someone on a first date?
Where?
Dinosaurs Alive.
Oh, no.
Well, you maybe would if they were into dinosaurs.
Maybe if they're into dinosaurs,
or into Chuck Tingle.
You know, if you guys are into that and you're near Kings Island, get your shit on. Get your first date at Dinosaurs Alive, because we have proof that it is going somewhere. It's going. It's leaving.
It's going extinct, bitches.
Yeah, it's going extinct. Chuck Tingle's fan base in Ohio is freaking the fuck out right now, because this was like their source of entertainment. Dinosaurs Alive is gone.
As soon as Slater sent me that picture, I texted him. I'm like, man, I hope some mosquito went and bit one of those dinosaurs, so billions of years down the road they can remake those dinosaurs.
Hopefully. You know what? And you believe it or not, there's actually strong rumors right now that Worlds of Funds is leaving as well.
Okay, what garage sale do I have to go to get like a giant dinosaur animatronic?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
What are they doing with all this old shit?
Coming to a mini golf course near you.
Hey, dude, I'll start a mini golf course if I get one of those giant dinosaurs. That's awesome.
So I think the real question is, it's leaving, but what's coming?
Antique cars.
Are we getting that? It's not the antique cars. We already know where the antique cars are going.
Is there really more coming?
I bet you, Goliath, that Slater here says that there's a Giga Coaster coming.
No. He doesn't. He's going to try to play on the fucking dinosaurs going extinct, but they're reviving them with a fucking T-Rex.
Yeah. Or petroleum-themed roller coaster.
No, it's an RMC T-Rex project, is what I'm thinking.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
See? I told you. I think
it's one of four things, and it's what people are building. It is a Giga, maybe. That's what we all really want, but we'll see if it happens. But also ground up RMC wood coaster or a T-Rex, I think is very possible, or a B&M dive coaster.
Maybe.
Those are the four things that I could see going there.
I could see the T-Rex clone that RMC is pumping out now.
No, those are Raptors. Those are Raptors, not T-Rexes.
You don't think that's gonna... Sorry, the Raptor clones that are going out right now. Do you think that's what's going there? Because
I do not. I do not think that they would do that. Kings Island's one of their star parks.
Now, Worlds of Fun is probably getting a Raptor clone.
I would not be surprised by that at all.
Yes.
But not Kings Island. Kings Island needs new stuff.
Yep. They need everything, just like Cedar fucking Point.
So which one's going to get a T-Rex first? Cedar Point or Kings Island?
Kings Island. I think Kings Island. They've used Kings Island as a testing ground quite a bit in the past. So
it's true.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if that's what happens there. But you know what? I think that this is the sign that I think we're going to start seeing these dinosaurs' lives disappear from all the parks.
Well, their contract is ending soon, and they're probably not going to renew.
Why would you? They're charging $2.50 at most parks for them to get into it, and people aren't even paying that.
Right.
So
it's a dying attraction. I mean,
and it's given at Cedar Point. That is valuable land. It's gonna go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Like I went to 4 Cedar Fair parks this year, and I didn't go to Dinosaurs Live at any of them. I didn't give a fuck.
I had never been to Dinosaurs Alive. I couldn't get anybody to go with me. I was like, when we went to Carowinds, it was dick to ass everywhere, lines out the ass, and I couldn't get anybody to go to Dinosaurs Alive with me. I was like, hey, let's go try this. There's probably nothing there, but
you know what I bet you could convince people to go to is Warner Brothers Movie World, because DC rivals Hypercoaster.
Hell yes.
Yes, it did. World's worst name roller coaster, but damn does that thing look good.
Oh my god, this is the best roller coaster of 2017, may I just say. I'm going to say it now.
Absolutely.
Like, Australia stole it from us. What the fuck? Man, who would have saw that? That came out of left field.
I'm watching the POV right now.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is the one that I've been drooling over, and...
Is it an Intamin ride? It's not B&M.
It is
Mack
a mock.
Rides. Oh.
No, it's a mock hyper. Yeah.
And the very last seat on the train faces backwards.
Yes,
what?
It does.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
What? I didn't know that shit.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it hits this first hill. It's like a major airtime hill, and then it just dives into this like Immelman reverse loop here. It's like a non-inverting
loop. They call
loop.
it a non-inverting loop. All it is.
Nerds.
Fucking nerd here.
Well, the big
nerds.
Well, technically, the biggest Immelman in the world is on Valraven. That's the first inversion.
Val, fuck me, Raven. I just.
So, congrats to Australia and Warner Brothers Movie World for kicking out the best coaster of 2017. Because holy shit, man!
Yeah.
We didn't get anything near as good as that.
No. 2017 sucked for coasters in the United States.
With talking about that amazing coaster, and you say your home park is Busch Gardens, Tampa. What would you like to see go there? Would you just like to see more coming?
All right, so what I could add there, I would add more flat rides. Falcon's Fury was a wonderful flat ride, but I would love to see one of those top spin rides that are going to Six Flags New England next year, or Magic Mountain.
I mean, okay, so that's what's really lacking at Magic Mountain, too, is flat rides. But, like, do you really ever hope for a flat ride?
No, I usually hope for a roller coaster. I think a winged coaster would be awesome, because that's something that nowhere in Orlando has.
Yeah, that would be really cool there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, where would you say, what park would you want to see a wing coaster at?
Park to see a wing coaster at? I would not say Universal, because Universal doesn't really do unthemed coasters.
No.
Why does it have to be unthemed?
Because it's a B&M coaster. Unless you put the whole thing indoors, it's going to have an unthemed ride experience.
Speaking of rides that apparently aren't going to go indoors now, Busch Gardens Tampa was going to put a ride indoors, and rumor is right now that shit has been canceled.
What ride was that?
There was a heavy rumor. They even talked about it on Screamscape. That a sand serpent, that's what it is, that was going to be put in a box. So we're going to have a coaster in a box. So we're going to build a building around it. And right now, the rumor that was supposed to happen, and now apparently that's off the table. They've decided not to do it. It was cost prohibitive, which apparently means it costs more than $25. So...
What they need to do is they just need to use the wood that's on Gwazi and just build it out of wood, and then you'll be fine.
No, RMC needs that wood now because they're coming in 2020, bitches.
What they're really concerned about is the air conditioning bill that it's going to have. That they're going to run when they enclose a coaster.
Who said they'd even run air conditioning at all?
You know they would if they put it in a warehouse. They'd have to run air conditioning, and that's the only reason you do it.
No, they don't do air conditioning because then they say it's desert theming. It's hot.
Well,
like
how do you get it? They got to do something to remove the humidity then. They got to do something to remove the humidity at least. If they're going to be saying that
after a rainstorm.
It's a monsoon themed ride.
I'm good at like coming up with the excuses for themes and why they can, cut the corners. I should work for a park. I'd do great at Six Flags.
You really should.
Absolutely.
You're like the Sean Spicer of theme parks. I swear to God, you could explain anything.
Yeah, I could.
Okay, so apparently out in Chimlong Paradise in China.
Wait a second. Whoa. Chimlong Paradise?
Chimlong?
Yeah, what the?
Chimlong? I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure that is the name of a massage parlor out here that's known for human trafficking.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
Are you a regular to this place, Slater?
Oh, God, no. Well, I mean, I buy and sell, but I'm not there for a massage.
It's an investment.
I have to keep my basement stocked. Shit.
Right. So, apparently, out at your sister park, Chimlong Paradise, out in China, they're getting what's called a Wiegand slide wheel, the Wiegand Malzer slide wheel, and it's kind of like the combination of a water slide and a Ferris wheel in one. And
this literally looks like it came out like you would see this in like the water park that the guy from Hellraiser would design.
Right. It looks like something designed in a video game. Especially since most of the shit is still renderings, but they're halfway built. This thing's halfway built. It's on its way to being done.
This thing is insane. Holy crap. I want to go there right now. I'm booking a trip right now to go ride this. This thing looks amazing.
Yeah.
I like water slides, but holy shit. I don't know. I don't even know if I could.
Right.
This is scary.
Guaranteed, the only way to ride it is to go to China because they will never build that shit in the U.S.
No, absolutely. It's
pretty unique.
According to Wiegand Melzer, they combine a Ferris wheel with a water slide to create the slide wheel.
Yep.
What?
So what happens is as it's turning, you end up in one of these little nooks and crannies of the slide. Okay. And so you'll slide down this section of slide as it's turning, and then you'll hit like a valley, and you'll go backwards and kind of pause in these little valleys. But as the whole contraption turns on this Ferris wheel thing, all of a sudden that valley turns into a slope again, and now you're headed down the next section of the slide.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it's essentially like a knotted, crazy water slide on a Ferris wheel that looks like it wouldn't make sense at all, but as you start turning it, all of a sudden these like nooks and crannies really start making sense.
You know what? No, I could
drops.
see
Not
one
vertical.
park. One park in the U.S. might build one of these. No,
What?
two. Schlitterbahn, because they don't care if people get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Schlitterbahn in Kansas City.
course.
Schlitterbahn in Kansas City, of course.
Or believe it or not, I think Holiday World might do something like that.
I love Holiday World.
Wow.
Their water
looks
parks are
pretty
the best.
unique. So they are about halfway done building this thing right now. They've already got the Ferris wheel mechanism in. They've got the supports all in, and they've got 3 of the sections, which I don't even know how many there's going to be when it's completed. But
it's a total. It's got a height of 78 feet, which is 24 meters. It's got a length of 140 meters, which, according to, is 459 feet for those Americans.
yeah,
And it
459 feet. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 459 feet.
459
of tube. Okay, and because of the way the motion and stuff works, they're talking about it's giving the rider the impression that the slide is twice as long because you've got the forwards and the backwards.
You do a lot of backwards motion.
It's a 4-person raft.
Okay, 4.
So you and your 4 other friends can get there, and you guys want to ride this with me.
You enter from the center of the Ferris wheel. So, like, the center point of the Ferris wheel has this conveyor belt that brings you into the first tunnel. And then as that first tunnel starts rotating, you head down the first hill once it gets to the proper position. But you enter from the middle.
And it looks like you enter and exit from the same area.
From the same spot.
From the same spot. So, yeah.
Not on the same side, the same elevation, but you enter from one side of the Ferris wheel and you come out the other side.
Actually, from the same pool. According to these renderings, from the same pool.
Really?
Yeah. If you look at if you go to the Wiegand Milzer website, the mock-up, it's the same pool.
The one that I see here is got like a little like spiral tube slide coming off the end of it, and that goes into like a separate pool at the bottom.
I love. Okay, here's the thing. The company, this is their description of the ride. And this is literally, they said, undescribable must be lived through.
What?
That's how they describe the ride.
Wow.
Undescribable
now I have to get to China.
Must be lived through.
That's bullshit.
That's not something you'll hear in the United States.
No.
I think it's just a marketing ploy because this is a fucking Ferris wheel. Like, you've ridden if you go to Disney's California Adventure and you ride that Ferris wheel that they have there that rocks and
I thought
sways.
I was going to die when I was on that.
Right. It seems like that, but as a water slide. Basically. It's not crazy.
It looks crazy. I would ride it, but I don't know if we'll ever see one in the U.S. But you know what?
No.
Speaking of this park adding a water ride, there's another one here in the U.S. that's taken one out, and that would be Kennywood has closed their log jammer attraction. It has been there for over 54 years, guys. That ride has operated for 54 years.
It's time to go.
Wow.
Time to go. But, this isn't a surprise because guess where it's at?
Where the RMC is
going. Where that new roller coaster was supposed to go.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, and it's literally was sitting right in front of where all that new land was that they bought. So this is not surprising. So this is just prep work, I think, for the new coaster in 2019. So...
Also, wasn't this the ride where someone jizzed on a little girl back in July?
It is.
What?
It is.
I didn't hear about this. What happened?
How did you not hear about this?
No. What happened? Start fresh for the people that haven't heard this story, like me.
Basically, there was a guy in line, and he was standing in line behind some girl who was like 14, and he literally jacked off onto her leg.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He was confused. He thought the ride was actually the log jacker, but that was a terrible
No, he actually told the girls, I have a problem.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I have a problem.
Okay, if you're a decent human being, you go in the bathroom like a goddamn American.
Yeah.
Jesus
If someone had done
Christ.
that to me, I'd have been like, yeah, you do. You did that fast.
Would you really accept a person jerking off on you?
Oh, fuck no. Of course not. I'd have punched him square in the face. Well, it depends on how hot it was.
Square in the balls.
So.
Square right in the balls. If you're jacking off at me, like, I'm going to take out that threat.
Well, now I'm not looking forward to January at all.
I'm curious as to see what happens when you get blackout drunk on tequila.
I will drink some tequila, but I haven't generally enjoyed the drunks. But you've got, like, gin, right? Or bourbon, or whiskey, or...
Bishoy drinks gin.
Okay.
Got some hindrance.
Gin. Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. That's perfect. Bajoy. I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
Bajoy. He is a joy. He really is.
Bashoy is adorable, and he likes good alcohol, so I think we'll get along fine.
Oh, yeah.
So...
You guys will be best friends by the end of it.
We'll be best friends, and you'll be sitting in the corner like, why isn't anyone like me? And Bashoy will be like, oh, honey, I love you.
Either that or he's going to be like, you could never talk to that motherfucker again.
Oh, no, I am so charming. Just as Goliath, I am nothing but a joy.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Yeah, everyone loves him.
No,
everyone
he's really
loves
excited
him.
to have you out here.
That's not true at all because, Goliath, you're the one who gets the most love because we got yet another email from Goliath's biggest fan.
I'm excited.
How you are the hot shit of this podcast. You get so much fan mail. It's insane.
Absolutely. I'm sorry you guys don't get any.
Dude, they love you.
Sorry you don't get any.
You're like our token straight guy.
I am. I need that shirt. I need that shirt. The token straight guy shirt.
Token straight
guy. That'd be amazing.
2017, you're the token straight guy, not the token gay guy.
Absolutely.
It's switched.
In the theme park world, I'm the token straight guy.
True. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, you're like 1 out of maybe like 15 total.
Park Journey just posted an article. I won't go into this too much, but just an article about how being a coaster enthusiast is one of the gayest activities you can be a part of. And so many coaster enthusiasts are gay. Like you're surrounded. If you're a coaster enthusiast, you're surrounded by gay people.
Absolutely.
And speaking of faggots and things faggots love, let's talk about Sesame Place.
Ooh.
You're never going to see any faggots at Sesame's Place because they don't have kids.
What the fuck
yes,
is
they
Sesame's
do. Neil
Place
Patrick
anyways?
Harris has a child.
Okay. Somebody that you had to import from China or something, that's fine. Whatever. Sesame Place. What is Sesame Place? It's a theme park owned by the people that own Busch Gardens.
Really?
Yes,
correct.
really.
And it's completely themed to Sesame Street.
Absolutely.
And it is their only truly profitable park.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Well, actually, Busch Gardens Williamsburg does well. It's that and Busch Gardens Williamsburg. They do real well. And they just announced and I'm actually really excited about this because I don't think there's enough of them, a new Gravity Group junior wooden coaster called Oscar's Wacky Taxi.
Nice.
A lot of people have said that it's the most exciting company coming to the SeaWorld and Busch Gardens chain next year.
GCI? Do they not have any GCI?
No, it's a Gravity Group, actually.
Oh, Gravity Group.
It's the same people who did Rorosaurus, which people hell is like amazing. So I'm actually really excited about this. And of course, this park it's in Pennsylvania because they need more wood coasters.
What else is Gravity Group known for? Is that the one that did
Mind Blower?
Yeah, Mind Blower and the Voyage.
Mind Blower and the Voyage.
Who did that? Best wood coaster in the world?
Of course.
Bullshit.
Who did?
Go fuck yourself.
You and I need to talk about the Voyage later.
Who did that roller coaster out
Wait! You just said we need to talk about the Voyage later, because, bitch, I'm telling you right now, if you tell me that you think the Voyage is shit...
All right, so I was at Holiday World
I like
in
you
June,
so much more now.
And it was the first ride that I rode... No, Thunderbird was first. Then I rode the Voyage. I remember texting you about this when I was there. They ran one train, so that just made me mad because the line was over 30 minutes. They added a second train about an hour into the day, and it was very shaky. I did not ride it again. I texted my friend about it, and she said you have to ride it in the evening after it's run a lot during the day. But I did not enjoy it because it was very shaky.
Okay.
It's terrible.
No.
It's terrible.
Shut up, bitch.
Thank you.
Don't know.
Thank
I'm
you
talking
so
about
much.
Because
the Voyage
doesn't sound
it's a crap ride.
At all.
It's
I don't
a crap
even care.
Ride.
You guys are crazy.
The Voyage is amazing. It is the best roller coaster on this planet, in my opinion.
Who cares?
No.
Who cares if it's rough? It's about the journey, the voyage that you take.
And the fucking
it's too
airtime.
Fucking
Are you
long.
kidding me?
You are on.
No, that's like saying someone's dick is too long. What's wrong with you?
What the fuck? Dude, a roller coaster that's too long. It's like, what's the longest roller coaster? 4 minutes? 5 minutes?
What's wrong with that?
That's not too long.
No, it's
the
not.
problem is,
the more the better.
After the double downs is just throw you side to side. And I'm like, no. It hurts.
Well, I kind of but it's still good.
No, it's not.
The side to sides are a little rough.
I did each
It
wood
is
coaster.
great.
rough.
Hey, Goliath. No. Goliath, remember, you just recently discovered how to ride a wood coaster. Bitch, you gotta go ride it the proper way.
Yeah, you don't know.
Why? Why do I need to ride something that will shake me up that much? No.
Because if you're there for the water park, which you will be...
Yes, I will go back for the water park.
You will totally give in to peer pressure and ride it again. We just know that you and me shouldn't ride together because, one, it's hilarious. I wish we got a picture of it, honestly. But
you should have bought that picture.
Oh.
But, you're just a tall person. You need your legs, like, on the other half, and...
I will ride it again. I will ride it again.
That's right, and you will love it
you motherfuckers
because there's
got
so
me
many
jealous
oh
that you've
shit
ridden it.
moments on that ride.
I won't love it because the roughness of the shaking side to side. That's what I don't like about it.
You'll love it.
If they would
It's
end
so
it
good.
after the downs. But no, they take you and they just shake you side to side. No.
You're wrong.
Okay,
You're just wrong.
I'm getting the vapors. I am so upset right now.
Yeah. I'm watching a POV of the voyage right now just because I'm so upset with what trash you're talking about.
The POV looks amazing, but when I wrote it, I
does.
hated it. I had a horrible time on all three wooden
You know what?
coasters there.
Okay. You
Thank
only
you.
rode it once, though. And here's the thing. I'll be honest. The first time I rode the Voyage, I did not know how I felt because, no joke, it's intense. It's probably the most intense thing you're going to ride out there. For many
I rode
reasons.
it twice, and I didn't like it either time.
You have to
You don't
ride
like
it.
wood coasters.
It took me like 6 or 7 rides once you really learn that layout. Yes, you need to ride it defensively. Also, it's a different monster at night. You need Hollywood Nights. Okay, you know what? Mim Squared, you need to come to Hollywood Nights next year. Come with us and check it out. Gare Bear's going to be there. He has no choice. I've already told him that. We're going to do it up.
He has said that I have to be there.
I'll buy your fucking plane ticket if I have to. But you're gonna be there.
It's a great
Everyone's
experience.
telling me to go, and I'd love to go back to Kings Island.
Oh my god.
It was great. It was much better than Phoenix Fall Fuck Fest.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could talk trash on this coaster, Goliath. I don't know. Either of you, both of you.
It was so rough.
They're both tops. They're both fucking tops.
The wood coasters are rough. Get used to it.
No, not this
tops
rough.
Are
Not
pussies.
this rough.
You guys can't handle
Tops
shit.
are fucking pussies that can't handle it rough.
I have no problem admitting I'm a pussy. I got no problem with it. I love pussy, okay?
My ass can handle this all day long, night long, day. Okay?
Good.
Yeah.
And that's why there's 2 different types. There's steel and there's wood. Thank you.
You know what? I'll be honest. I've realized, and this is hard for me to come out like this and to be honest. But, guys, I think I'm actually a bi rider.
What?
I'm a bi rider.
I always knew you were bi, bitch.
Because I do.
Really?
But you know what? I still like my still intense as fuck. Skyrush is my #1 still, motherfuckers, because I ain't a goddamn pussy.
I like Skyrush. Yeah. Skyrush was fun.
Skyrush.
You are the only skinny person I've ever heard say they like Skyrush.
Is it really, is that known? Is that skinny people get fucked on Skyrush?
I think so. I think the way the restraints are, it hits on the bone, and so I think it tends to be a little more painful. But if you got a little more cushion, so I don't know if you'd like it, Gare Bear. I think you'd like the ride. I think it's just that the seat might hurt a bit.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. I don't give a shit about pain. I love that airtime. That's all that I really give a shit about.
Now, I was not in the blogging and enthusiast community when I rode Skyrush last time, so I need to ride it again and then be an official judge of it.
Now, Goliath, have you rode Skyrush yet?
I have not yet. No.
You would love Skyrush. I do think it's your type of ride for sure.
The only time I've been up to Pennsylvania ride coasters, it was closed, and I had to go to fucking Dorney Park. And well, you guys know how that happened, how that turned out.
Ugh, fuck.
Pennsylvania is on my to-do list. It's got to happen.
Pennsylvania's amazing. It's like one of the. It's kind of like one of those Mecca tours that you kind of have to do. It's like Cedar Point, except for I've been successful with it.
Ride this one Cedar Point road trip? Or a ride this one Pennsylvania road trip?
Maybe Pennsylvania. I don't know if I would travel the country for Six Flags. Sorry.
No.
They'd have to put in something pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But we all have our dreams. And actually that brings up a question for you, Michael, and that is, we all have parks that we jack off to in our dreams. What is your dream park? Where would you like to go more than anywhere else in the world?
All right, so my dream park, you mean like a park that I've never been to?
Yeah.
All right.
Where would you like to go?
Dollywood. I've never been to Dollywood.
Ooh.
I know.
Weren't you supposed to be here this year?
I was supposed to go to Dollywood after going to Nashville because I was in San Antonio in June, then flew to Nashville, then was going to extend it and go to Dollywood too, but it was just too much for me because I did Kings Island and Hollywood the same month, and it was just too much, so I chose not to do Dollywood.
You're not missing much.
But everyone's telling me to go at Christmas time because Christmas is I've been told, is the best time to go.
Meh. Over George is better at Christmas.
Dollywood is worth going to. I still think they're one coaster away, though, from being an amazing park.
Once they get Lightning Rod totally fixed, then I'll book a flight out there.
So you're never going.
Right.
So
you're never going.
Right.
It was up and running the date that I was planning to go. It was running that day, and I kind of wish I did go, but oh well.
Is it currently running right now?
Not that I know of. I follow that Lightning Rod on Twitter, like Lightning Rod Operations or something. That gives updates, and I haven't seen updates in a few days. Let me check that right now. I think it's run by
Lightning
an employee
Rod
that works
Ops
there.
or something. Yeah.
It is not run by an employee that works there. I know the person personally who runs it. They have no association with it.
He says he's going to be coming on our show eventually. We'll see if that ever happens.
He's full of shit.
Especially his dick size.
Yeah, they've not posted since the 9th, and yes, it was then, but on September 1st it was not, and on August 27th it was.
That's the only roller coaster that's opening in 2016, 2017, and 2018.
Yes.
Well, that's okay. You know, next time you go to Dollywood, you can actually participate in something that you guys are pretty excited about. Rowdy Bear Mountain.
Ooh, fuck yeah!
Ooh.
You've got the gravity coaster. You also have the mountain glider.
Are we talking about the best named resort that's ever been named ever?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's the one and only.
Slater and I have been talking, and we both need this fucking t-shirt right now.
Yes,
Rowdy
so
Bears.
Any listeners who are in that area, if you'd pick us up a t-shirt, I think Gare Bear is a child small, and I am size 10.
No.
So...
No. I'm a medium, bitches.
Oh, God.
He's a large.
Oh, I wish. Bitch,
Large.
I wish I was a large.
I would love to shop at the place you're calling him a large.
I'm large,
That would make
all
me an
right.
extra large.
So the gravity coaster is, I think if you're a heavier rider anyways, it makes for a better fucking ride, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely it does.
So the Rowdy Bear coaster is a gravity-propelled roller coaster that winds through the woods of Rowdy Bear Mountain. Okay. And this is like your standard...
Alpine coaster.
It's a mountain coaster.
Alpine coaster.
It's an alpine coaster.
It is an alpine coaster.
Yeah.
But in October, they open their second ride. And that is the world's first mountain glider.
Ooh, which is like a sling... what would you call this? Not a sling ride.
I'll tell you what I call it. It's going to be years of arguing between enthusiasts on whether or not it's a credit.
Is it a credit or not? It does
is
coast?
a full course. It does coast. It's fully gravity.
There is a chain lift.
There is a chain lift. I count it, but you know I count
I would
everything.
count it. I would count it.
It's a coaster, guys. I'm watching it right now.
I mean, it coasts downhill from a chain lift top. I mean, it sounds like a roller coaster.
Well, we've established we're whores.
Call me whatever you want. Do you count alpine coasters as credits?
Yes, because they're on RCDB.
Goddamn, can we just talk about how expensive this gravity coaster is, though? It is $16 per ride, $27 per double ride, and a parent-child combo is $24.
What?
That's fucking steep.
No more than 20.
But guys, let the debate begin because it is not on RCDB.
No, it's not.
It will
is
be.
not on RCDB.
By the end of the
RCDB has the Rowdy Bear Mountain Coaster, but they do not have the mountain glider.
Wasn't this just announced, though? This hasn't been built.
But they have stuff built on RCDB from 2020.
We'll give it time. I think this is so new that maybe at the end of the year, I bet you it'll be on RCDB.
This one really kind of
emails.
reminds me of that ride at Universal at Islands of Adventure. Pterodon Flyer.
That's a coaster.
If you look at it,
If that's a coaster, this is a coaster. Honestly.
yeah. If it doesn't it look like Pterodon Flyer though, the seat and stuff.
Very similar. I mean, I don't know. I'd count it, but in the end, people, they do what they want to do.
They do what they want to do.
All right, M squared. I have a question for you.
Okay.
And this is the most cynical question that we ask on this show. So I hope you've got your villain hat on right now, because what I want to know is if you could pick anyone in the coaster community that you would trap on one ride for the rest of eternity, who would that be and why?
All right, one person. See, I don't hate anyone. I know there's sometimes drama in the community. I don't I'm not a part of it. I won most dramatic in high school, actually. But, I'd want to say Rob Alvey, just because I'm not a big fan of TPR. And
that's the generic answer.
Yeah,
and that seems to be the consensus.
And they have not blocked me on Twitter, which that makes me feel unimportant. That they have not blocked me.
Dude, they blocked me and then unblocked me. I don't know if Rob Alvey got drunk one time and he was like, I feel so bad about blocking all these people. I don't think he has that sort of humility. But anyways.
And I have a few friends that don't like him for a lot of reasons too. And I don't like him because of the way that he treats my friends.
He's kind of a jerk online, isn't he?
Yes.
Like, okay, from what I've heard, and from the people that have met Rob Alvey, but he's a really nice person in person. But if you don't impress him, like, you're out of his group. He doesn't even fucking acknowledge you. And online, he doesn't give a fuck who you are online. Like,
he just plays an asshole online.
It's like a character that he does. And he loves it.
Hey, let's just be honest. That's why we watch reality TV.
Right.
That's the reason we watch reality TV is because of the drama. And so maybe Rob Alvey's a really nice guy, but he's just pretending to be a dick online so that he gets all this publicity of people, quote unquote, hating him. Oh my goodness, I understand it.
Well, I was going to say, you know what he loves the most is the fact that we are talking about him.
About him.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the only reason. He loves that drama. He loves it. Oh my god. No, that's the perfect example is like the reality TV fucking pitch.
So
like that is him.
For everyone out there who hates Rob Alvey, if you really hate him, ignore him. That's how you're going to hurt
don't talk about him online.
Don't
or mention
talk
TPR.
about him online and do crazy shit. But what person, let's say outside of Rob Alvey, who would you put on a coaster you hate, mind you, like your least favorite awful coaster?
First off, we have to figure out what coaster do you hate. What was the worst coaster you've ever experienced, and why was it the Legend?
Bitch, if you say Voyage.
I'm
why
not
was
saying
it the Voyage?
I'm going to say wooden coaster, but not Voyage. Great American Scream Machine at Six Flags Over Georgia. My number 100.
Terrible.
I hated
Garbage.
it.
That is worth your vote for sure. Now, who are you trapping on Great American Scream Machine?
I think literally 80% of all Acers just lost their mind there. But that's an Ace Coaster classic, guys!
So what? They don't understand.
I wrote it once in 2009. That was it. I don't know who I'd want to put on. I can't think of anyone. I know that some people listen to this, and if I do say someone, they're probably going to tell that person.
Well, that's fine. Let them know. Let them know.
Does it have to be someone in the industry, or can it be someone outside of the industry? Or it has
Could
to
be anyone
like
you want.
Outside the industry, somebody that's just annoying you.
Could be a goddamn cartoon character.
Your neighbor.
Your mom.
Your mom. Slater's mom.
Slater's mom.
I'm sure Slater's mom is very nice.
Mama Paula is a wonderful woman.
Dear God, I have no fucking idea. I don't hate anyone because I'm such a nice person.
Just say Donald Trump and move on with your life.
And now M Squared wins the award for biggest fucking liar we've ever had.
Yeah, you have to have someone.
Wait, can I say my ex?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely. So you're trapping your ex on Great America Scream Machine. And why is that?
Because when I got off it, it was shaky, and I know that he hates wooden coasters. And
just like him.
Yeah, and I remember he said that he went there a long time ago, and I don't know, I didn't ask him if he liked Great American or not, but I know he said he had a horrible time at Georgia, so if I could put him there, then I would.
So this is purely vindictive.
He's completely wrong, because that's an amazing park.
Oh, he said he didn't like it.
I'm glad he's your ex.
Yeah,
because
he doesn't deserve you.
He doesn't deserve you, because that's the greatest park. Greatest Six Flags park.
I wouldn't say the
I said it. That's right. I said it, Gare Bear.
No,
that's right.
You may have said it, but that don't mean it's right.
Have you been?
I haven't. Have you been to Magic Mountain?
Of course,
yes, I've been to.
Fine.
I've been to Magic Mountain so many times.
Fine.
I grew up.
Don't worry,
grew up
Gare
out in
Bear,
California.
2018, you're going to be going to a lot of places you haven't been before.
True. My boyfriend keeps saying we're gonna go to South Korea next year, and I'm like, nope.
No.
I'm going to
Army,
Missouri.
they said.
You are going to Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you going to Missouri?
Time traveler, bitch.
No, why are you going to Missouri?
Silver Dollar City.
When are you going to go? Are you going to go like opening day, or are you going to go to say like a meetup?
No, I'll just probably plan a trip out there and stay in his basement, stay in Slater's basement for realsies, not just like what we do on the sketches. And
Nah, you're gonna be going out there during the Coaster Radio meetup.
I still want to go to Korea.
I just wish that Dollywood
right
and Silver Dollar were closer together, because then I would
don't.
definitely do a trip out there like that.
Why would you want that?
Well, see, when I did Kings Island and Holiday World in June, and they were like close enough together to do a trip at once.
Hershey does not want them close to each other because then people would realize how inferior Dollywood is.
Right. It's like a 10-hour drive
just
between
the
the two.
We've got the
But
best
cinnamon
RMC.
bread.
We got
It's
the
the
best
only thing
RMC. If it works.
And the best cinnamon bread.
The cinnamon bread's
cinnamon bread.
identical.
Whatever.
I've got to try that. I'm so excited
It's
to eat
the
that.
same recipe,
I know.
same ovens.
It's funny. I'm more excited to try Dollywood's cinnamon bread than I am to ride Lightning Rod.
Oh, their cinnamon bread is so good.
That is
want
something
that
I will
ballpark.
actually eat. I will eat the cinnamon bread, despite what anyone else thinks. I
Good.
will eat the cinnamon bread.
Good.
It's like a dough ball of cinnamon and sugar.
Yeah.
How could it not be?
It's
right.
amazing.
But will you have icing? I mean, that's technically a sauce.
Now I'm
Anyways.
hungry. We've had this go on for a long time, and now I'm hungry.
A
so
long
we need
time.
to hurry
We
it
need to
up.
wrap up.
We need to hurry it up.
We need to.
Wait, before we wrap this up, we've just mentioned that there's a Coaster Radio meetup. So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about what's happening out at Busch Gardens Williamsburg on October 13th?
That's right. There is going to be a Coaster Radio event, which I'm going to be there. It's going to be at Busch Gardens Williamsburg on October 13th. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to get to hang out with a lot of my friends out there. And, there is a link to register for it. It's free. You just have to pay your admittance to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, so I guess it's not free. But lots of bonus stuff, but you need to register. They're limiting it to only 100 people. Busch Gardens is giving us, I believe, some ERT and stuff. It's going to be really awesome. So, but you need to register.
I have the whole Eventbrite page pulled up here, so you can find this in our show notes description. You are going to get ERT on Invader. You're going to get a behind-the-scenes tour of either Griffin or the Loch Ness Monster, or both, perhaps. You'll get a lights-on tour of their newest Howl-O-Scream maze, Frostbite.
Cool.
That's pretty cool. Right in the middle of October, you're going to be there for Howl-O-Scream. So, definitely cool. And a bunch of other stuff. You're going to be on a live recording of Coaster Radio, one of their episodes. Like, this is so cool. If you're in the Virginia, Williamsburg area, you need to check out this Coaster Radio meetup.
Absolutely.
And you can find all that information at the Eventbrite page that is in our podcast description.
And Busch Gardens Williamsburg is definitely probably the greatest theme park in the world.
Yeah.
All of their coasters are outstanding. None of them are bad.
The best theming, too.
I'm going to say something that's going to blow people's minds, but I'll tell you what. If Busch Gardens Williamsburg actually builds a fucking Giga Coaster, I will say that it is better than Silver Dollar City.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. If they build it, yeah.
Yeah, but we know they're not going to. We know that's going to be a skyscraper.
True.
Fuck you. It is not.
It might be.
It is. It's going to be.
Swing ride. Yeah, well.
You know what the other possible option is, guys?
What?
A Falcon's Fury style ride.
Yeah, maybe. It's going to be something tower related. It's not going to be a coaster.
I think it's actually a roller coaster. I'd put money on it.
All right. I got $5. $5. $5. Put it on the board. $5 if it's.
I got 5 on that. Okay. I got 5 in the pot.
Really?
It is not going to be a coaster.
Y'all are just doing $5. Y'all cheapskates.
$5. Fuck this. I say $50. It's not going to be a coaster.
$50.
$50. Who's in? Who matches my bet? It's not going to be a coaster.
It's not going to be a coaster. I agree, but I can't bet you because I agree it's not going to be a coaster.
So bet 50 against Slater.
Well, yes, but then he would have to come up with the
100.
So maybe what we need to do is we need to have him wear a shirt that says "I love steel."
Well, that's also part of this bet.
Slater
has to pay us each $50,
motherfucker.
And we'll wear I love wood.
Yes, I will wear an I love wood shirt.
I will wear an I love wood because I like wooden coasters, but I like a different kind of wood too.
I was gonna say I would wear that shirt anyway.
Yeah.
I live that T-shirt.
But anyway,
I'd rock that every day.
But you know what? We gotta fucking go. We've been doing this forever. But I'm
Bailing
not
on our
gonna
bet.
forget again. We have to do our final thoughts.
Bailing on our bet.
Thoughts.
He's bailing on the bet. I'm just pointing that out.
Oh, he is. He's definitely welching. He's not. He hasn't agreed.
Bailing.
I'm in it for $50, but that's all I'm in it for.
No,
bitch.
you sir need to wear the T-shirt. You need to wear the T-shirt. It has to be a T-shirt bet.
Bailing.
Bail it, wuss.
What are you, steel rider? You pussy.
Pussy. You don't like it rough. You like it.
Okay.
You like it
No.
rough.
All right, here it is. I'll wear
handle
that
it.
shirt. I'll wear that shirt. But bitches, hear this right now. If I'm right, not only do you each have to give me $50,
Okay.
but you both have to wear a T-shirt that says Rob Alvey's bitch.
Okay.
I got no problem with it.
I'll do it.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm almost that sure that they're not getting another coaster.
Absolutely.
It's a 2020 edition, so it's going to be a long way out.
Not
but
a giga.
Yeah, write it down or else we'll completely forget about this shit.
In the show notes on this episode,
Oh my god.
we will have the bet, all of the bet details in the show notes for future people to look at.
One of you motherfuckers is typing that shit up then.
I'll type up the bets.
So let's get out of here.
Yes, let's go. I got to go watch some football.
I'm getting ready to go to Halloween Horror Nights.
I'm getting ready to jack off.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
And I think that's our final thoughts, so thanks for tuning in, motherfuckers.
This is taking a while. So, you know what? Guest first.
Absolutely.
Mr. M Squared. Tell us, before we kick you off of our show, what? Care Bear!
Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
What are your final thoughts?
All right, so I want to say I got into the enthusiast community like when I was in middle school, like just liking parks, but my parents always took me out of school to go on vacations. Like they took me out of school to go to Six Flags Over Texas in high school. We went to Busch Gardens Williamsburg in 2005. I missed days of school for that, and I enjoyed it because there was no one there. So if you want to have fun, take your kids out of school during the school year. They will thank you for it, and they'll want to go back again. So never go to theme parks during the summer or Christmas. Take your kids out of school. And then another thing, I've been going to IAPA every year since 2014. If you want to get into the enthusiast community or meet a lot of people, definitely go to IAPA. It might seem a bit expensive, but I think it's totally worth it.
So are you going to come back on our show after you go to IAPA and tell us all what happened over at IAPA in Orlando?
Hopefully, yeah. Actually, my very first podcast appearance, I was on 2 podcasts last year, and it was both during IAPA week. So that'd be awesome.
Well, we've stolen you, and now you're ours, and you're going to come on our show after IAPA this year.
Definitely, sure.
2017
I'll be on the show
is
as well.
ours.
I'll be on the show as well after IAPA.
Are you going to go?
I'm going, yes. I'm going with Coaster Addict.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Yes.
good.
Yes, so I'll be there.
I need someone to fill me in over here on the West Coast.
I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you all about all the cool stuff
I thought
that's
that
going
was
on.
Bashoy's
Yeah, last
job.
year I went for 3 days, and I still didn't get enough done. Like, you need to go at least 3 days to get everything done and try new. Like, I tried a lot of new foods, and I had Nathan's hot dogs for the first time. They were delicious.
Wait,
Did
what?
Did you eat the little mini donuts too that they were
I
serving?
did. Oh, those were delicious.
Yes, he had my hot dog and my mini donut.
Yes.
Swallowed them all.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely go to IAPA if you have Twitter in the enthusiast community. You want to meet up with anyone, everyone goes there.
That is one hell of a final thought, I must say.
Yeah.
But it can be boiled down to go to IAPA and suck M2's dick while you're there, because he definitely deserves it after this episode.
So it was great having you.
Thank you.
Wait, you know what? No. There's one story we did not tell, and it's super important. And it's the one thing that's most important to me, is that something happened when we were at Busch Gardens, Tampa, with him. And it was with an underage girl.
What?
Okay, I missed this.
Okay.
I missed this part of the story.
What happened?
Goliath, you were not there. I think you were in the bathroom. So I'm talking to Slater, and it's just us, and this girl comes up to us, and didn't she say, how old are you? And then I said, I'm 24, and then she said, do you want to buy me a drink? And I said, no fucking way, I'm not doing that.
And then she literally went onto like a bench about 50 feet away and like cried.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, she went to a bench and she just cried. Like she sat there for like 20 minutes.
Well, actually, she went and walked up to another guy and tried too. She was trying to get people to buy her booze.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You gotta find the homeless guy for that. That's
the homeless guy
classic.
At Busch Gardens, Tampa.
Yeah, okay, there's plenty of homeless people in Tampa. Let me tell you.
It's true. It's true.
Especially after the hurricane.
Right.
Yeah. Tampa didn't get fucked.
But I wanted to bring that up because it was so tragic. It was tragic. I feel like she should be a character on her show. Like, drunk girl at Busch Gardens, Tampa. But anyways, it was great having you, and I'm sure we'll have you on again.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
But you know
Thanks
what?
for coming on.
Yeah. Get the fuck off our show.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah. The hell? There's only room for 2 faggots on the show. Okay.
Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
Well, that was nice having him squared on.
Absolutely.
It was.
It was great. It was great.
After not having a guest for a week, I'd say that was quite refreshing and fantastic.
But you know who else I really enjoyed having a Big Boy over the other day to continue his, he had more to tell us. It got really interesting this time. So, I thought, we'd go ahead and share that with the listeners now.
Definitely something that should be shared.
Well, welcome back, Big Boy. It's been a while.
Yeah, we're excited to hear what happened after Mike and EB were so rude to you at Knoebels.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks so much, guys. I'm really sorry about last time. I didn't mean to break your toilet.
It's okay. A new toilet and fresh coat of paint, and the smell's almost gone.
It's nice to finally meet you, Big Boy. You applied for Park Fanatic, if I recall, but you never showed up to the interview.
Oh, yeah, about that. I'm sorry. I bought a plane ticket, and I had to buy a whole row, but when it was time to take off, they escorted me off the plane because apparently I was making the plane too heavy.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't fly United.
Oh, man, I'm sorry. Well, we'll make sure that any travel you do with us in the future for RTO is going to be fully ground transport, I promise.
Absolutely. Now let's get back to why you're here. I believe last time you were here, you told us that EB and Mike didn't like your Six Flags burger. What happened after that?
Oh, well, yeah, I was obviously quite distraught as Mike and EB are my heroes. In hindsight, I realized maybe I placed my mental health too strongly on their shoulders. But what's a big boy like me to do? But once I realized what happened, I ran from the pavilion as fast as I could.
Wait, you ran?
Oh, no, that's a lie. I tried to run, but I fell down, and I couldn't get back up, so I had to roll away. Luckily, though, I rolled right into the Wilson brothers, Tim and Uncle Kevin. They grabbed Dan, the t-shirt guy, who, using his engineering skills, created a pulley system, and together they were able to get me back on my feet, thank goodness.
Wow.
Holy fuck, big boy. I'm sorry. That sounds terribly embarrassing.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
Oh, no. It's okay. I'm actually really good at rolling. One summer, I worked a job as a steamroller. It was a lot of fun, but I was dizzy all summer.
Well, those union jobs can be nice, I guess.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Anyways, after that, Uncle Kevin stayed behind and talked with me to make sure I was okay. He offered me some whiskey he had, but I can't really do booze straight. But I had some cold chicken broth on me, and so I was able to mix it with that.
Shit!
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't.
Oh, that sounds disgusting. What the
No, I swear it's delicious. I call it Big Boy's cock juice.
Oh my god.
No, it's good. Anyway, Uncle Kevin told me that I should have more confidence and not really worry about what others thought.
Well, that sounds like great advice to me.
Oh, yeah, well, don't be deceived. You see, I offered him some of my drink and he said no. I'm vegan. A fucking vegan! A wolf in artificial wool. I was terrified. How could I have fallen into his meatless trap? I immediately got up and I threw my drink at him, covered him in my cock juice. I grabbed his bottle of whiskey and I rolled away as fast as I could. Oh, luckily, I got away safely.
Big boy, we know Uncle Kevin. He's a good guy.
Yeah, and he's not fully vegan anyways. Trust me, he eats a mean asshole.
Lies! I know their type! I know their type!
Okay, big boy. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we're not trying to trigger you here, buddy. So, after you got away from Uncle Kevin, what happened?
Well, yeah, at that point, I was out of cock juice and I only had the bottle of whiskey, and I knew I needed to calm my nerves. So I took a swig and it was terrible. It tasted the way I imagined salad would taste. But I didn't care. I needed to forget. So I drank. And I drank the whole damn bottle. And that's when things get fuzzy. I remember going through the campground, looking for my tent and some food. I was hungry, hungrier than I've ever been. Later I found out I was actually throwing and destroying tents. That's when I saw the face of an angel. A terrified, chubby-faced cherub. And that angel, without a word, directed me towards an RV that seemed to beckon me with its golden glow. Later I found out that chubby little cherub was just Tim, and I had destroyed his tent. But I walked to the warmth of the light shining from the RV, and I peered inside, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I was saved. I was saved from the dark, insatiable hunger that was consuming me. Inside was lobster. So much beautiful, beautiful lobster. Oh no!
Oh
my goodness!
Oh, what?
No!
Oh, fuck!
Oh, it's just stuck in my nose.
Fucking Christ, big boy! God damn it! No!
Stop recording. Stop recording now. We'll finish this later. Wow. People can bitch about him all they want in listener surveys, but you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad he's here. Here.
He needed a home.
He did.
And RTO is a very welcoming place.
Absolutely.
Of the Fluffy Coaster Boy. Yes.
Absolutely. So, I'm looking forward to, having him back again here in the future. Oh my gosh, what a long fucking episode, though.
Way too long.
Way too long. So, what we need to do is our final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
Yes.
Do you guys have something lined up?
Goliath,
what is your final thought for this episode?
Well, because apparently it gets you talked about, I'm gonna start blocking people on my Twitter account. No, you start talking, fuck you. I'm gonna start blocking you, because you know what? I can play an asshole on the internet too. I got you, Rob. I am there with you. That is a great character. I can learn how to play.
Did he block you?
No.
Did he?
No, he didn't. But you know what? Now that we understand why he's blocking everyone, because it gets the people talking about, because it starts the drama. I'm there. And Ride This One needs some more talk, needs people talking about us more. So I'm going to start it.
You're
Boom.
just going to start blocking motherfuckers.
Start blocking motherfuckers.
Anyone that disagrees with Goliath, you're getting blocked.
That's right. You're getting the block. Right. I'm bringing the hammer down.
And he's starting a forum, and he's going to kick you off the forum.
No, I'm not starting a forum. I'm not fucking starting a forum. This is not 1990. No, I'm not starting a forum. No.
That forum is the only reason that Theme Park Adventure is still around. That and their POVs.
Wee! But anyway, Gare Bear. Now that I'm, if you disagree with me, I'm blocking you. What's your final thought?
My final thought on how to get blocked by Goliath.
Exactly.
My final thought is that Voyage is still better than Goliath.
Blocked. Immediately blocked. Goodbye. You are the weakest link.
Good. I was looking to trim up my Twitter followers anyways.
Good. Your 13 followers, including your mom.
Someone's been taking lessons from Breckner's kids.
Damn. It's true, though. She forgot that she has a Twitter account.
Haven't we all? Oh, not Slater. But Slater, do you know, are you going to offend me too? Am I going to have to unfollow and block you?
Yeah. I'm just going to make you eat the same food as M squared there does.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, enjoy your pasta with butter there. See if you'll ever fit on Harry Potter.
Fuck you.
But you know what? It has been great. We have wonderful final thoughts. But we want to tell you about how you can get in contact with us.
Absolutely.
And the best way is, of course, on Twitter. Of course, you can find me at RTO Slater. Goliath, where can they find you?
I'm RTO Goliath. Say something to offend me, and I'll block you. What about you, Gare Bear?
I am at RTO Gare Bear on Twitter, which, just like Goliath, we don't ever go on there. So say whatever the fuck you want. Talk all the shit. And you can also go on the Facebook, which we also never go on. Where is that at, Slater?
It's at facebook.com/ridethisone.
Ooh.
And I believe for our fans of Dying Media, Goliath, don't we have a phone number?
Yes, it's 26 Ride This, which for those that have a rotary phone, Slater, what's the number?
267-433-8447. Call or text.
And if you didn't catch that, it is in our episode description. So just open up our episode description, click the number, and give us a call.
That's right. You can also...
That easy.
And you know what? You know the best way to possibly offend Goliath? That is to not follow him on Live Me.
Yes, that's the best way to offend me, is to not follow me on Live Me.
Or if you just go on there and make Rob Alvey quotes at him while he's doing his Live Me.
That'll work. Come on, tell me you're listening to my show. I'll follow you. That'll get your follows up. I'm Coaster Fleek on Live Me every morning from 6:30 to 8 Eastern Time.
Coaster Fleek. Shit's lit, brah.
Oh, for sure. We keep
Shit
it lit.
is lit.
We are lit.
And as all of you know now, we are currently running a small little contest where we are asking for your coaster pickup lines. We've got a great one. Get us on Twitter. It's #RTO Pickup. Give them to us. We will announce a winner on our next episode, which will be in November. We are taking October off. Sorry, bitches.
Okay, and I just want to say that if you would like to submit your RTO pickup line to our phone number, leave us a voicemail. That might just get you to the top of the rankings. If you actually use your pickup line on us here at RTO. So give us a call at 26 Ride This check the episode description. Give us a call.
Yes.
Shit, if you've already sent one in, send us that voicemail with it.
Yes.
You might hear it on the show.
You will hear it on the show, straight up.
There are fabulous prizes, which may include $1 million. May being the keyword. May include chunks of other roller coasters. We've ripped pieces of Gwazi off, and we've shoved them up our ass, but we also kept them.
May include used condoms.
You don't know. May include, or it may include a mug from the Jimmy Fallon ride out at Universal.
Slater's
it could be any one of those
ride.
things. Yeah.
You never know. You never know what you're going to get. So send that shit in to us. But you know what, guys? It's been great.
Absolutely. And, since I'm embodying our fearless leader, fuck off, motherfuckers.
Fuck off, motherfuckers.
I'm offended.
Ride This One Podcast. If you want family friendly, go listen to Coaster Fucking Radio.
Well, that's embarrassing.